I don't know. What's going on, guys?
What was
How
that?
are you? I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, what you like you?
How did I do that?
Amazing, amazing.
That is truly a mystery, my friends. I do not. I'm trying to see if that's running somewhere. What in the heck? That's crazy.
Oh man, oh man.
I have no idea how that just happened. I'm gonna have to look into that. That is the strangest. Anyway, good morning, everybody.
Sack the crew chief.
Yeah, that was weird. I wonder. I don't know. Anyway, it's coffee talk, guys. December the 11th, Sunday. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning from the correct side of the Atlantic with the Pilgrim mug in my hand. Be right. Listen. Look at this. He's got on the 8th day God created the Air Force because even the Army needs heroes.
Cheers to that.
Brilliant. Cheers to that.
Well, good morning, everybody. Pilgrim and I are up and running. We were just sitting there chatting, and somehow that's so weird. I honestly do not know how that happened. I do not know. So business from last week, actually, we were just chatting about that. Let's check it out. We've got the results from 8th Hussars 75 boxes.
Can I stop you before you go any further?
Yeah.
Can I just educate the colonials once more?
Oh God.
Hussars.
Hussars.
They are the hussars. They're not hussars.
They're hussars.
They're not hussars. That sounds like they stand on the corner of the street under a lamp showing a bit of leg. They're not hussars. They're hussars. Hussars. They are the cavalry. Not hussars.
Hussar.
Yeah, there you go.
Regard.
You were saying.
Regardless. Irregardless. Also not a word. 75 boxes. He got an AMBT, an Iron Arnie, a BZ-176. I think all of the other ones, although I can't see what these other four are. I also don't know if any were doubles, but only ended up with 30,700 gold. That seemed a little low. 37 days, 1 3D. You can see the rest of that stuff. So congrats to him for three. We gave away 3 tier 8s and all those other premiums last week. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You actually give away. The little boxes, they did no good at all.
Well, isn't that disappointing? Because you would hope that you had as much chance if you bought 12 boxes as much as 75.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of getting a tier 8.
Stickler bought 80 and only got the French Light, and that only because I reached 50. Oh, no. That's not good. Stoic says ex-wife took all my box money.
I know the feeling, buddy.
I'm assuming along with all the other money as well.
And along with the dog. Did she take the dog and half the house?
C player, did you know if you watch Jaws backwards, it's a very heartwarming story about a shark who gives arms. and apparently resurrects people from the dead.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So it reminds me that I've never really been good at Greek mythology. It's always been my Achilles elbow.
Right, yeah. So good. Well done. Dad jokes at this time in the morning. You're not doing bad.
And we're off. I don't know if we want to be, but we are.
We are definitely off.
Channel news. Next stream, I don't know, guys. Small possibility today. Next week's pretty full. Definitely the week of Christmas and New Year's, there'll be several streams then. Because I'm off for 2 weeks, so I'll have time. That'll be good. What else we got going on? You just made an announcement in chat, right? You're giving away some coffee mugs or something?
2 mug giveaway. You'll get one of those, and you'll get one of those in the raffle.
There you go.
A Pilgrim and a Golden mug in a raffle.
And you can immediately, I don't know what you would do with them. Use them.
I don't know. You can build something with them.
That's something very small.
Yeah, it's like Lego, isn't it? You can leave them on the floor and have people tread on them in bare feet. That would, just like Lego.
And
when your kids were little, did they have Lego? And you knew they'd been playing Lego when you got out of bed. Oh, did you?
1 million gold. No.
1 million gold.
$1 million. Coffee Talk will be next week. I'm good for next. Oh, wait a minute. Let's make sure we're not treading on Christmas things. Okay, there will not be one, obviously, on the 25th. That's a Sunday. That's a Sunday, so no Coffee Talk on the 25th.
No.
There will be one next week, and that's going to be rough for me anyway. The first is a Sunday.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
yeah, that's gonna be different. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah. Yeah. New Year's is pretty calm for me lately. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I think we'll play.
Still be up.
I'll just push through. I'll just push through to the.
You just push through with it. So we'll see a haggard, knackered, half drunk.
Should have a
Guido hanging out of his arm.
A hat falling over her halfway.
Yeah. Hangover coffee talk.
We'll plan on it. We'll let you know if it's
not. I mean, you just let me know. We'll do it by ear. Everybody does it.
For the Christmas gift giveaway thing, guys, still looking for a couple more people. I have probably 4 or 5. So if you've got any names, people who you think could use a little holiday cheer, chuck it out there. Send it to me. And that's that, I think. Yeah. Anything else?
A follow from Cop Cycle, and you've had
Cop Cycle
sub from Wayne.
Cop Cycle, thank you, Wayne. Thanks for the resub, 18 months, much appreciated.
That was it.
Good stuff.
Cliffy. This morning was a rerun test for New Year's. That's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
We'll pre-record it.
I'm still flabbergasted on how that happened.
Let's pre-record it as if we were doing a coffee talk and then bang it out on Christmas Day. And everybody won't know what's going on because they'll be putting it in chat. They'll be chatting away. We won't respond to anything on chat.
That's how some of those things do it, right? They have the retrospectives that are replays from other times. The problem,
stream the very first coffee talk. That would be cool.
Oh yeah. Do you know what the problem with that is? Now that one would work, but do you know what the general problem is with the retrospectives and replays and all that? You have to put the crap together.
Oh, do you? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't just feed it in. You can't just like.
Well, you can, but someone has to look at it and go, "This is the part we're going to use," and then edit it and put it in.
You
would
have to do that.
Someone.
You.
Yeah.
You.
Which is what
score.
Yeah.
You.
So when you got producers and editors and all these guys, and gals, they can do that. Then they can go through it and probably, if you're smart, you would tag things that were funny as you went. But I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
we've discussed.
Well, you are funny in a way.
It's
funny, sort of odd.
Funny looking. Funny. Yeah. It's a kind of funny. Yeah.
It is funny.
Face for radio.
Yeah, funny. Yeah. Face for radio. Yeah. This is the radio face right here.
Yep.
Somebody asked me. In fact, it was Sasha Fox. I don't even know. I think she's a streamer. Anyway, Sasha Fox. I was talking to her the other day, and I said, "Oh, you need to jump in on Coffee Talk and see Guido and myself on Coffee Talk." Blah blah blah. I said, "I'm the ugly, gnarly elbow Pilgrim, and he's the handsome, debonair pilot." And she goes, "Is he married?" I said, "Sasha, behave yourself." She said, "I only behave myself off stream." I went, "All right, yeah, whatever, but don't ask those questions."
Oh.
Getting you into trouble with your house.
I know, yeah. That's not trouble. That's not the kind of trouble I need. That's for sure.
No.
That is for sure. Was everybody ready for Christmas? How are you doing? Are you all set up?
Yeah, I've sort of got the house general stuff. There's one more thing to go. The decorations are up because she does it. After her birthday, it's done.
Yeah.
She actually did it on her own. I walked in from work and went, "What's different with the house? Gosh, everything's twinkly shiny. Oh, it's Christmas decorations." So that's cool. Then there's no argument, you see, because you know what it's like when you put decorations up. She has her way of doing things, and which is not logical to me. So
right, but it's not to be questioned by you either.
Exactly. So that's why I'm quite happy. I was out the house when it happened. Yeah, it was quite cool. So yeah, that's up. But I just don't feel festive. Do you not feel festive?
I do. I think I'm starting to. Yeah. I really do hate the gift buying and giving orgy thing. I much prefer just one thoughtful. Doesn't even have to be expensive. Just little thing, like
something that has thought behind it. Yeah.
like my house general gets me a bottle of port, like 20-year port. You know?
Nice.
And then I'll drink that over the next 2 weeks, just a little tipple of it, you know, and so I can just enjoy it after work or whatever. So I do enjoy that, and I'm glad to have the kids home, so that's going to be cool. And I am looking forward to just sort of relaxing, but it's never relaxing though, is it?
No, there's always something that's got to be done.
Right, it's just full throttle.
Yeah.
I've already got a party on the 17th I got to go to for work, which will be nice. I mean, they're I really enjoy the guys I work with. They're all guys that I knew during my career and all that stuff, and it's not going to be super high speed push it up party or anything, but still you got to go and just hang out there for a couple hours and chat, all that crap. But
it's a journey there, journey back, isn't it, as well? So we've got ours on the 16th, which I don't mind at all, you know what I mean, because it'll be my first, because it's a new
right
job.
You can actually meet some people maybe, or in a social setting.
Socially, absolutely.
Right.
So I don't mind that, you know what I mean. It'll be a bit of a laugh, and we'll see who the idiots are when they've had alcohol.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, sadly for them, they're going to have to interact with you in a social setting as well.
I'll be stone cold sober.
Which will make it really awkward when you're scanning your butt with the scanner later on. They'll be and emailing it to everybody. They'll be like, he wasn't even drunk and he was doing that. Like,
no, he does things like that sober. That's strange and weird. That is.
Artillery Bugs 31. Thank you for the resub. 12 months. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I'm starting to get I think so, a little bit of the holiday spirit and ready for it. I would like the temperature to cool off here, though, because yesterday was about 75, 78 degrees.
Yeah, I can feel you rubbing it in right now. Because I'm like, that white stuff at the window is not sunlight, that's pure frost on the window. It's reflecting what light is in the room.
I was going to say the street light is reflecting off of it and brightening up your room a little bit.
Yes. It's minus bloody 3 centigrade at the moment.
Is it really?
And it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is horrendous.
Oh, wow.
I've got ice that thick on the car.
And you're relatively far south. How is it that daggone cold there?
What's happened is, I'm close to the East Coast.
Right.
Well, we've had the Arctic, bloody Russians again. We've had the Arctic bloom come down. So it's hit the side of Scotland. Instead of Scotland keeping all the shitty weather like they normally do, and should do, because they're Scots, it's decided to filter down on the coast, so the Norfolk coast. It's now bled over into the Cambridge area. So we're all like, what? We woke up, it was Friday evening, it kicked in. Saturday morning, I got up, I went, what? Why is it so bloody cold in this house? Because we hadn't had the heating on, there's no point. So I looked out the window and I couldn't see out because it was white with frost.
Used.
So I was like, what's this? Opened the door, it was like, shh. This Arctic blast come through the house. Like, shut the door.
Used Scottish weather. That's pretty funny.
That's it, yeah. Scottish weather.
Yeah, midnight. I was actually just looking at mine. I may have to mow mine again once again. Mostly just to get up the leaves because we finally had some leaves fall off the few trees that leaves fall off of. Yeah, so Christmas coming. Looking forward to it. All that good stuff.
I'm still not festive, though.
You're not festive?
Probably, the next week. I finish work on... Well, I've got a short week next week, and then I finish work the week after. So
maybe you need to gather more resources and increase your festive level, your festive atmosphere.
I keep stealing your resources and Mad Dog's. Talk to me, Goose is in the house.
Goose! Goose just got done streaming.
You never sleep, Goose. Do you ever sleep? Not like a normal person, is he?
Oh, he's a normal person. I can see him. He had about 800 decorations in his beard last night.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was doing the. I don't know what. I'm not sure what caused the decoration to go in the beard, but something caused it. And he had so many in his beard.
He went to bed at 4 a.m. See what I mean? Madman.
He kicked my team's butt last night. I was playing a couple of games. It was, I don't know. It wasn't late evening. It was mid-evening, I guess. And I ran into him and 2 other players. One I didn't recognize. Who was the other one? Goose? Wasn't Damien, was it? I don't remember. Anyway, they got me. I had to run away and hide behind a building, and it didn't last very long. Mr. Talican. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was another CC. All right, there you go. They got us. They got us. Yeah, check out Goose's. Oh, actually, I need to do that right now.
Cobra, -7. I do pity you, and welcome.
Check out Goose's channel. I'm assuming most of you know who he is. If you do not, absolutely 100% go to Goose's Twitch channel and watch Goose's streams. Fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like now Goose has put that in there. I feel like I'm whining because he's saying it's -11 where he is.
Ooh.
I mean, all right, you all live in the Arctic. I don't. I live in the south of the United Kingdom.
That's
cold.
That is, yeah, that's unnecessary.
See, that's the sort of coldness that if you stick your tongue to a lamppost outside, it stays stuck to the lamppost, doesn't it?
As an aside, do never stick your ting on the lamppost.
Never do that.
I mean, stay away from the tongue, but the ting is right out. Right out.
That would be slightly embarrassing, wouldn't it? Hello, 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 says the constable. What have we got here then? Your ting is stuck to the lamppost. You can't even say, come with me, I'm arresting you, because you wouldn't be able to get away, would you?
And he'd be like, that is some ting, man.
Yeah, man, that is Ba-ding.
Do I have?
That's because Goose has come into the channel, isn't
I need drums. I need drums. We're just cheer for that one. We're just going to cheer for that one.
You do need drums, yeah.
Anyway. Who's a what's it? We're still on channel news, right? All right, so that's that.
Yeah.
Hey, Goose, while you're still here, man, I am looking for some names because I'm doing a giveaway for tankers who might need a little pick-me-up this Christmas. If you don't mind sending that out to your community, if they know somebody or you know somebody that could use a pick-me-up, we're sending out boxes. I have about 4 or 5 names. I could use some more. And it's one of these things where we're just trying to, lift somebody's spirits. I'm not trying to change their life here. There's a lot of great charities and stuff. This is just purely, hey man, Christmas is here. Have a gift.
Goose wants to jump in.
You could use
Goose
it.
wants to jump in on the
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Come on in.
Discord, Goose.
How am I going to do that? Actually, give me a second, Goose. Let me because I gotta get to Discord. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I'm going to add you to the call, dude. Can you do a Discord call with us? You don't have to have your camera, just the voice. How do I add him to a call? That'd be cool to know, but I don't know.
You can do it because I've had one with
I know,
people.
but where is it?
Yeah.
Maybe if I just... Oh, I think I can just go on his name. I think I can just click on his name.
Because you can make like a group.
Yeah. Let me just do that right now. You guys will have voice for a second while I get Goose on here. Is he in...
Sasquatch says the fire department had numerous calls after the Christmas story came out because people had their tongues stuck on metal poles. Oh man, roll the rerun. I think I should send Goose a pilgrim mug.
Are we not friends? We should be. Why can I not find your name here? Friends, there we go. Now we're all right. Now we're cooking with fire. We're gonna get there. I'm not. There it is. Message titles. How do I bring you into this doggone thing, man? Oh, I see. Now you're in chat. All right. Now I got your name. Now let's connect, invite to server, call. Is this gonna... You still hear me, Pilgrim?
Pilgrim can, you got to invite him. So at the top corner.
Top right?
At the top.
Add
top right, you're gonna
friends.
see add friends. Just click on that and type in his name and add him to the call. How you doing this morning anyway, bud?
Good, man. Good.
I'm up bright and early with 3 hours sleep.
Nice.
That's about normal for me. Just to be real.
There he is. All right, there we go. Group DM. All right. Now I got my video going.
There we go.
I got you.
All right, you back?
We're
Nice.
here.
Back.
Only 3
That's
hours.
it. You've got 3 members on it now. That's right. It's a
I
group
do.
call, see?
Do you have? Do you got your camera on, Pilgrim?
My camera's on. Yeah.
I'm not seeing.
Mine is not.
I'm not. But I'm not seeing you, Pilgrim.
Hang on. Why? Oh,
sorry
turn on
to-
camera.
sorry to throw everything
turn on
to-
No,
camera.
dude, that's
There you go.
awesome, man. It's awesome.
Apologize.
Nope, it's all good.
Oh my.
Now let me just add this as a source. Hopefully everybody can hear us now. You should be able to. You guys all hear us right now?
Yeah, what's up? I can hear you. I think they can hear us.
Yeah, I think they can. I need
Good to
to
see you,
add.
Left Shoe. How you doing, buddy?
Let's see.
Yes, they can hear us.
There we go. Cool.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I did Discord. What kind of source is it? Do you know?
Kind of source.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
Oh, to get it into the
Discord. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I think I got it now.
They're working on it, Wayne.
we're trying, Wayne.
So,
but you know what it's
I-
like with Guido and tech.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I can fly a a fighter jet.
But I can't.
like
Look,
a-
Goose.
like I
He
can't
flies
do
a
this.
fighter jet by automatic pilot. He didn't have to do anything.
I don't. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
He just presses a button. It flies.
There you go. You're doing it. And you just got to trim me out of the bottom, and you're good
I'm
to go.
doing it. Yay.
Look at you go, buddy. Look at you go.
Hey, techie.
Yay!
All right, Goose. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Very kind of you.
Yeah. So you guys know Goose. Awesome dude. Streams. He's
I try. I try to.
He's the best entertainment on the whole planet. He is the best entertainment on the planet. Really
I don't know
is.
about that.
I'd stay up late to watch you, Goose. I do.
I appreciate that. I do, man. I really do. It's it's been a crazy journey. And actually, in about 7 days from now, it'll be my 3 years streaming.
God, has it really been that long?
Yeah, dude. It's insane to think about.
That is.
I don't even know where the time's gone. It's been an unbelievable experience.
Yeah.
It's something that I am going to continue doing for a long time. It's a lot of fun. But I wanted to let you know, it hit home when you said if I got some names of some people that are feeling down, or I will send you a couple
Okay.
that I know of for sure.
Yep.
I actually have been promoting that actually on the stream, about this time of year is rough for some people, and people need to remember that. This time of year isn't joyous and happy for everybody.
No.
A big one is 13 Disciple. A lot of people may not know this, but his father passed away a year ago, and this time of year for him is really rough. And remembering that, so I let people know, like in my Discord, I have a veteran support channel that has like the suicide prevention numbers in it, and I tell people, like, if something's going on, man, and you really do, just drop into Discord. The numbers are there. Call someone. Don't feel you're ever alone. Hit me up with a message, and I'm being dead serious when I say that. Like, I answer probably 15 to 20 messages a week from different people. Chat with them and stuff. So, never feel that you're alone.
There's a lot of good resources out there for veterans, for sure. And the trick is just getting them there. Sometimes it feels like nobody's listening, and I think a lot of people know that stuff's there, but they're looking for somebody to help guide them to it.
Of course.
Or really what it is it ends up being they want somebody to give a damn. So they know that's there.
It's hard to take that step yourself sometimes,
Yeah, they know that's there, but they don't go there on their own. They just, even though that's not really consciously what they're thinking, they want somebody to give a damn and kind of help them get to that place.
Yeah.
and that's
a lot of
that's
it
important.
is a lot of it I've found over here. I do a lot of work with the British Legion, and a lot of it is the guys and girls have got a lot of pride. They don't want to feel like they're getting a handout.
Right,
But
right.
what we try and say, it's not a handout, it's a hand up. You know what I mean? We're trying
You got it.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and so
Yeah.
it's important to try and get rid of those negativity about it and go, look, there is things out there. This is the signpost towards those things, you know, and we're here for you, irrespective.
Right,
That's how it works.
Slims, you nailed it, man. That's why I talk about it so much on stream. Once a night now, when I stream, I talk about it because it's so important, and people, I think, forget how important it is to make sure that other people, just kindness, you know, just general kindness in the world is kind of what it's at for me, you know. Just be nice. Just, you know, I had a lady. This is a funny story, and this happened this week. I held the door for her because I saw her coming with her grocery bags.
Yeah.
I just held the door open, and she was like, "Thank you so much. It's been forever since somebody held the door open for me." I was like, "It should never." I said to her, "I said, man, it should never be that way." I said, you know, you shouldn't have to, like, it shouldn't be a big deal to hold a door open for someone, you know. Like, it was just that general act of kindness, though, and it made her day. She smiled, and she was, you know, generally excited, and it was something so simple. Like,
exactly that. Some of the simplest things you do in life for other people can make their life completely turn around one way or another. It's amazing how that works. A little bit of happiness, a little bit of love, a little bit of care can make somebody's life totally different, and you don't even know you've done it.
And C Playa, I want to tell you right now, dude, I'm sending all my thoughts and good vibes to you, dude. That's rough. I lost my oldest stepdaughter a year ago on the 21st. Like, you know, it's tough. It's tough. This time of year is tough. And just, you know, make sure that you let people know that too. It's really good. You buy all first responders lunch and dinner if you see them in a restaurant. Narc Sergeant, legend, dude. Legend.
Nice.
It's those little acts of kindness go so far. Like, even smiling at somebody and just giving a wave or a thumbs up or, you know, it just does so much for somebody's, just their soul in general, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to do that.
What I will say on the other side of that is, don't forget to live yourself. So it's absolutely, you know, absolutely have those thoughts, think about the people, all that good stuff, but don't wallow in it, man. You gotta, I'm not saying just, you know, be cold about it and walk away. What I'm saying is you got to live yourself, and a lot of people have trouble with that too. That's not easy.
Yeah, you can get really enmeshed into that whole thing.
Absolutely.
You know, and you need to be able to, because you're not helping anybody when you get involved that deeply. You're actually better helping people when you can be a little bit, not stepped back, but a little bit aware of where you are with it all. You know what I mean? So absolutely good.
Right.
It's just like I said. It's just the little things, you know. You don't. If you don't feel, you know, compelled to do certain things, just holding the door for somebody, smiling at somebody, you know, just saying hi, hope you have a great day.
Well, here we go, Goose. Here we go. Here's something. I'm going to send you a pilgrim mug. So you need to whisper for me an address.
Are you
can
serious?
Send the pilgrim mug to you.
Dude, that's so
send me a whisper
man.
with somewhere I can send it, somewhere you're happy to give away.
Ah, dude.
Merry Christmas, Goose.
Thank you, brother.
You know what? Before you came on, Goose, Pilgrim was saying he wasn't feeling the Christmas spirit. I feel like Christmas spirit showed up.
Dude. It's
in the form of a Canadian.
Send you a picture from last night.
In the form of a Canadian with a bunch of
You want to feel Christmas spirit? If I got a picture for you, brother.
Did it get worse?
I got a picture for you.
Did it get worse?
Oh, my brother. Oh, yeah.
Look, you says tiny mug. They're massive.
The little mug.
Slims.
That's awesome, man.
Here we go. Here, I'm sending
you whisper me an address I can send you a mug to, Goose.
I will 1,000.
Hey, there was a question back there. First time chat from Road March. I don't think I have drops on this stream. I think. What's that?
You want to share this picture with everybody?
Yeah, do it. Share the picture.
All right, hold on. I gotta grab it.
Oh, somebody turned this into an emote last night too, which is cool.
Oh, good lord. That is awesome. There it is. Hold on. Let me grab
You
this.
ready, guys?
There it is.
That is not you sober, is it?
My brother.
Cold sober.
That has so many Santa, and I'm not trying to insult you, but that has Santa Claus vibes all around right there.
Isn't it? Goose is the Christmas spirit of Christmas past,
Like,
present, and future. Isn't
Yeah. Gamer Claus. That's what's going on there.
Oh, dude, it was so much fun though, and getting people laughing, and like you could hear the jingle, like as I moved my face left and right, you could hear all the little balls like banging together. Of course, there were chin nuts jokes all night long. I mean, it's just, But yeah, it was.
said he saw you pull a couple of hairs out when you're removing all of that. That must have been painful.
Daughter. My daughter comes in and removes them, and she's like pulling on them with an alligator clip, and I'm like, wow. People don't understand, man. That's like your beard hair. That stuff's in there. They don't just come out easily.
Well, at one point
tomorrow, and you're gonna have one of those still stuck in there that you didn't know was in there. It'll be somewhere buried deep.
At one point,
it was a lot of fun.
At one point, you said, I dropped the ball, and I was thinking in my head, well, don't worry, they'll both drop one day.
Yeah, dude, everybody, the jokes were flying. They were flying. You can only make so many ball jokes.
Yeah.
But we had about 8 hours of ball jokes. It was pretty good.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
It's just about having some fun, making people laugh and smile.
Man.
And I'm not the kind of guy who can just easily get embarrassed. Let's just keep it real here.
Right.
I just don't. I mean, if somebody's gonna laugh at my expense, I'm okay with it.
That's cool.
Well, at the end of the day, this is a gaming thing. It's a pixel tank game. If you can't laugh at yourself in the game and all that a little bit, what are you doing? Right?
Yeah,
you can't.
Exactly.
You can't be that serious about all of this.
No.
Not
at all. No. It is. You're quite right. At the end of the day, it's a game, and we do it for fun, and we have a bit of a community, and we've got good people, and so why not spread the cheer?
Right.
Through the game. What a way to do it.
Yeah.
More than
absolutely.
Metallica.
Absolutely.
Oh, freaking hosts, Wayne. Good to see you, dude. It's so cool, man. I'm so glad I made it in here this morning. It was kind of spur of the moment. I actually came down to find my Nintendo Switch. I saw you on, and I was like, I'll just pop in and say hi. And then, sure enough, here we are chatting.
Well, you're welcome to stick around. I don't want to keep you from your gaming, but absolutely stick around.
It was just something to hang out with. Me and
That's awesome.
My daughter was building an F-15 last night, and
what, a real one?
but she was building. She's got the Kobe. I got a bunch of Kobe model sets.
Cool.
Nice.
And I have she built the Corsair. She built a Spitfire Supermarine. She built the MiG-29, the Ghost of Kiev. It's actually a Kobe model now, which is incredible. And she started last night the F-15. So Guido came in, and I was like, "This is my daughter's building," like literally right now in the background, because Guido used to fly the F-15. So it was kind of like, all right, this is cool.
McDonnell Douglas.
It's a good connection, isn't it?
Twin engine, twin tail legend.
Dude.
Good tail legend.
Eagle!
Goose, you want to hear a story about a Spitfire? Well, two stories.
Heck yeah.
Right, the first story is that I didn't know World of Warplanes had shared XP with World of Tanks. I said this on Coffee Talk last week. So I opened up an account on World of Warplanes and suddenly noticed I've got over 1 million XP, with the free XP. I thought, I've been gifted it by Wargaming for opening an account. So I free XP to a Spitfire, went back to World of Tanks, and I'd lost all my XP.
No.
So I ticketed Wargaming. They basically answered, tough titties, you ain't getting your XP back. Get on with it.
Someone's stolen me XP?
My XP was stolen by Wargaming. And then the other story is Guido's story. He came over to the UK and went to... Well, I'll let you tell him. He went to the War Museum down here.
No, I went to Duxford.
Yeah.
I have a
Duxford, yeah.
RF. I think I've told you this, Goose, but yeah, we got to sit in a Spitfire.
That's amazing.
So what was great about it though is my RF buddy meets us. We go on to his house. He takes us onto the base, onto obviously the RAF side, not the side where the proles go in to be tourists, right?
Right.
So we go through the squadron door, we go into the back, and now we're in the hangar with Spitfires and Hurricanes, and there's a C-47, and there's all the maintenance guys are walking around doing all their thing, and I could see down the way is all the poor tourists behind the stanchions, right? All sitting there looking. And so they see me and my son walk in, and we're obviously in civilian clothes, and we're talking, whatever. Next thing you know, we're up, and we're climbing in the Spitfire and sitting in it. And I'm sitting there, I kind of look over at them. They're all looking at me like, how come he gets to do
How does a Yank get in the Spitfire? We can't.
Listen, that's when you say to them, listen, I fly F-15s.
Yeah.
When you fly F-15s, you can come sit in this too.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. Yeah, it was. We and the Lancaster was outside. The Lank was outside. It was some years ago now, but it had just had a maintenance emergency issue with one of the engines, and they almost lost it.
The Lancaster is an absolutely incredible plane.
Yeah.
I went to the airplane, the world of. It's like a warplane museum in Hamilton, Ontario, and they actually have a flying one.
Yeah, that's right. You've got.
Well, there's two.
There's only like 4 or 5 left. Oh, there's 2 left.
There's only 2.
I think there's 2. One in Canada and one in England, I think.
Yeah.
So I went there, and this plane is such a marvel to look at. Like, it is big. Like, you don't realize how big these planes are. And this is even one of the biggest planes. Like, we're talking, like, there were still the Super Fortresses that were flying around. Those things, could you imagine? Can you imagine how big that thing would be? It'd be like a giant building flying in the sky. It's just, when I saw the plane and they have like the original paint, they have like the pin up on the side of it, like they always did.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, they actually just lost a B-17 here in the States, and
I know, I saw that. It was a tragic accident.
King Cobra, yeah.
Tragic accident.
Yep, that was not good.
People don't realize, man, some of those air shows, they do some scary stuff, especially when we watch the Blue Angels, man, when they're going in those F-18s, the speeds they do, like one small mistake and it's GG. Thanks for coming to the party.
Well, I saw the preliminary report, and it was the standard, not enough briefing, unbriefed formation. Not well enough coordinated, and the air boss then changed what was already not a great plan to begin with, or not a well briefed plan. Changed it mid show, and that's what happened.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't.
No.
No.
The only reason why these things work, like the Blue Angels or the Red Arrows and all that, is that they train to a plan. Absolutely, down to the finite inches. You know what I mean? And then if you change it, nobody knows what's going on.
You can't. It's too late. During the show is not the time to be making changes, especially when planes are moving at the speeds they move at. Anyway, it's just a super unfortunate act.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you see what Terry just said in chat?
What did he say?
Oh, he's been on it.
Took a ride on that B-17 3 years ago.
Yeah, jeez. Well, that was one thing that I immediately was like worried about. I'm like, God, I hope there weren't any freaking tourists or riders on that. It's one thing. Obviously, the crew is bad enough, but if you were just like there to do this really awesome ride on an airplane on a old Warbird, but I think when they're doing the show, they don't allow that because it is a more dangerous situation.
More dangerous thing,
course,
yeah, you can understand that.
So,
really cool to see everybody talking about it too. Like, you got Left Shoe that says go to the Evergreen Flight Museum in Oregon. They have a spruce goose in there.
Wow.
Avro Lancaster. Then they built the Avro Vulcan.
I saw the spruce goose and went in it when it was still in California next to the Queen Mary. And that is an impressive airplane. You cannot understand the scale of that stupid thing unless you're next to it.
Yeah, I was going to say it's one of the biggest aircraft, isn't it?
It's insane. And what's funny is you when you get up into the cockpit.
Is it really that big?
Oh, it's massive. Absolutely massive. You cannot understand it unless you're standing next to it. And when you get into the flight deck, it looks like a ship's deck. I mean, you're standing there and you can't reach the sides. Like it's 4 of me across. It's stupid.
I didn't realize it was this huge. Holy heck! It could designed to carry more than 700 troops.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy.
Wow. You could put a whole regiment in there.
It's a Hercules.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an H4 Hercules, the Spruce Goose. Okay.
I mean,
If we
Was
would told me
it,
the Hercules, I would have known.
Was it operational? Did it actually fly?
it flew once.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to, and it had what's his name at the controls. He was actually the designer of it. What the hell's the guy's name? Someone will throw it in chat. I can't think of it right now. Howard Hughes.
So it was right here. I got it right here.
Howard
Designed
Hughes.
to carry more than 700 troops, the Spruce Goose flew only once in 1947 in Long Beach Harbor. It grabbed about 70 feet of air for about a mile. Hughes, who piloted it, the test flight, said it needed more development. He never let it fly again.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
C player was on Concorde. God bless you, mate. Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool.
That would have been cool, wouldn't it?
Howard Hughes.
Oh, that's it. Howard Hughes, wasn't it? He was the. He was big into aviation. Howard Hughes, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He used to always wear a flying jacket and that, didn't he? He was always into it.
It's really
Absolutely.
cool,
man.
though. I mean, I would love to see that kind of thing. Like, you know, everybody knows who hangs around or who's been around. I love airplanes. My dad was a pilot. I've been around them ever since I was a kid. Like, we're talking baby age. My dad would always take me because he was a pilot. He always had special access to the runways. So I remember living in Toronto, and my dad would take me on the runways.
Wow.
Like, sit on the side on the car.
Right.
Inside the perimeter, and we'd watch planes land and take off for hours. And you know, planes have always been a big thing for me. So whenever I get to go to those air shows and whenever I get to go to those museums, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like drool running down my face. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they're like trying to peel me off the glass. They're like, okay, man, like you move on.
Well, if you ever come to the UK, I'm quite happy to take, because Duxford's just down the road from me. I'll take you into Duxford, mate. No
I would
problem.
love to.
All right. Here's us in
It is
the.
awesome. They've got the American hangar there. I don't know if they had that when you. Oh, look at that. Look.
There's us in the hangar. There's the C-47.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so
look
jealous.
at
I am
it.
so jealous.
So
Wow.
they were pulling that out to go fly it.
That's so
Man,
cool.
oh man, look at
God,
that.
it
Yeah.
makes me happy to see that stuff. That they keep a lot of the stuff restored. You know,
got
like
something.
makes me
Not
really-
Oh,
getting parts, man.
Either,
like getting parts for this stuff is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was an awesome trip.
Yeah.
I took a video when I actually live streamed when we went to the one in Hamilton. So I was literally live streaming, I think, for 2 hours while we were in there. I showed the Lancaster. I went inside where the bomb bay was, and it was like, I think it was a B-17 as well. And they actually had a test bomb in there just to show like how many would drop, and then they had like a little like a picture thing of showing them like as they dropped out.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like,
As they
man,
just
this is
they just fall off
so
the racks. Yeah, they fall off those racks.
Oh, it was
Yep.
really cool.
See, we've got a Spitfire in chat, look.
I just saw that. That's pretty funny.
He's actually,
Yeah.
I think Spitfire MB. He lives in actually the same province as I do in Canada, New Brunswick.
Cool.
We're a
nice.
tiny little group.
That's awesome,
Really
man.
cool.
So since you're here,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the Christmas event?
Honest thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah. How-
Disappointed.
How so?
I wish the advent calendar was still around. I know they're selling tanks for gold,
Yeah.
but it's like once a week they change it. I think a lot of people miss the advent calendar because it really gives you that sense of logging in each day to take a look to see what the special is. See
Did
if
it-
there's something I don't have. You know, it
Didn't
gives
you
that-
feel like it
gives
was?
you that anticipation?
Didn't you
know,
feel
there's
it was
none of
very perfunctory? It's there was no build up. Like the advent calendar was the build up, and then somewhere around the mid of the month, then the boxes would show up. This time on the first, boom,
no
boxes. No, yeah, there was no build up. There was no excitement.
Yeah.
It just
It was too much. It was too quick. And now everybody's festive level 10. Everybody's got all the tanks. And
Yeah.
we're sitting here the 11th of December, and everybody has everything. Like, you know, not everybody. Like, I don't want to sound...
elitist or whatever. I know what you're saying. Right.
But if you've invested any money into it, you have everything. And it's
Right.
there's no small boxes, there's no like real gifting things to your friends, there's no like there's the visiting your village, but you can just pay 150,000 gold and have it automatically do it, so you don't have to do anything. Like, I mean, it took away a lot of that oh, what's going to be today? Like, you don't have that anticipation of people like, who's on the A and Z server, so we can find out what the next tank is going to be tomorrow.
Right.
Like, there's none of that. There's none of that anticipation. None of that build up each day, which for me, I just felt it's a little bit lacking. Like at first, when they came out with the 6,000 word essay on what the event was going to be, they made it seem so difficult.
But it wasn't. But it wasn't.
Literally nothing.
Like it is impressive how difficult they made it sound.
Yes.
With their words, and
they did a great job of complicating it.
I don't know what you're saying, Magic Man, but I love your words.
Yeah. I'm completely bamboozled, but it's fantastic listening to it.
I like the idea of the Christmas boxes. I like the idea of them being there. I like the idea of I'm part of the I'm not meaning to plug here, but I'm part of the CC Santa's Helpers thing.
No, yeah.
I think that is a huge thing because that's been a lot of fun to talk to people about and get them amped up. But that's good if you watch streamers. That's good if you're on Twitch watching CCs and you're on Twitch watching. That's great. I think it's fun. But if you're just somebody who just logs in and plays the game each day and just for fun and you don't, Twitch isn't your thing.
Yeah.
It's very lackluster. It's
all right. So
we spoke about it last week, didn't we, Guido? It feels very much, and you hit the nail on the head. The whole event was over in a matter of a couple of days if you were paying money. If you're free to play, no, it's not.
Right. So
there's a lot of people
analysis.
Trying to grind.
So analysis of why it went like this. This is what I'm more interested in because I've been watching wargaming obviously for 11 years. For 11 years, and for the last year, some very interesting things have been happening that some of it you're privy to and I'm privy to. Not super secret or anything, but it begs the question why.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be very real with you. I think they had more planned for the Christmas event.
I think you're right.
And I think what happened is the merger with NA and EU coming from the high ups really wrenched things because I know, for instance, I had a conversation with Domo and with the merger, and it literally just slammed into them. I mean, they laid off a bunch of people. They merged people into other people. They're trying to get the NA Discord and the Twitch channel shut down and bringing it all into one and getting everybody to follow all the social medias and switching that up. That takes a lot of manpower on the back end that people don't really realize. And they're trying to organize like the codes not being right because the EU people were getting it because they were launching the codes at like an ungodly hour in the morning for the NA people. There was I think there was too much going on in the back end of wargaming to put 100% into the Christmas.
So I think it's a little bigger than that. I mean, I agree with all of that. I think Cliffy just talked a little bit there. So there's also that's a zoom out. Then there's another zoom out of the last year. How many people they lost in the reorg that did stuff. I think Lesta was doing a very large part of their development and stuff, and so they've cut that away. So we've seen several events lately kind of struggle. Frontline was a good example.
Yeah,
100%. Lots of trouble there. So I think they're really in a big reorg thing / potential downsizing to some extent. Clearly, because they've cut off the RU. But that's kind of a sold off downsizing. Which, to be honest with you, I'm not all that convinced they're not really working together still. But that's another subject.
I think there potentially is a little bit on the back end, but I don't think there's as much as we may think, just because of the different. You can already see the different productions that's happening on that server compared to.
Yeah, they say that. They say that. But if we see flamethrowers come to this side,
exactly.
Now, there's nothing that says they can't contract developing out with third parties, and that becomes now a third party, and then they can have.
I mean, it's just like you take a look at the China server, right? For instance, it's completely separate. They've got the waffle still in the game. They've got golden waffles. They've got, there's all kinds of things that are happening there that we don't see here. So I'm really, I agree with you. It's going to be very interesting to see over the next year what comes out of Lesta and what comes into our game here.
Right. I think the China
I see
thing's a
the
little bit
similarities.
different because they really kind of sold that to them, or I guess leased
Right.
it, however you want to look at it. I don't know. I am not convinced that they are as separate as they want us to think. I think there was a lot of virtue signaling going on with that
Maybe.
for the
I mean,
war.
we'll never. We will. I'm gonna be honest. We won't know for sure.
Right.
We can speculate.
Well, the only thing we'll know is if we see things that they're developing come over to the other side, to our side.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Now,
Agreed.
the caveat to that is that they'll say there was parallel development going on, so they were working on it, and so were we. So
Some
that's
of it,
the caveat. They
maybe
will
for the
follow.
next,
Yeah.
maybe for the next year.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. But in beyond past that, that's where really I think the time will tell.
Yeah.
My good news is, and this is, I'm always a super positive person. I think next year's event will be better. I think they'll learn from this year. I think they'll have more time to plan.
Yes.
And next year it'll be better. I really do.
Yeah.
I, however, was happy with the Halloween event this year. I thought that was a lot of fun.
I didn't do much of the
That's
Halloween.
interesting.
I didn't do much of that.
Yeah. I didn't do much of it. So
I
that's-
barely
I
played.
did a ton.
Yeah, I barely play. It's not a game. It's not a game. What's the word I'm
Mode?
looking for? Mode
Mode?
that I even am remotely interested in. I played the big Waffen thing a couple times, and I played as a Harry. And I went, this is just not. And it's
Waffle
fine.
thing
It's fine if people love it. I'm all aboard. I love games. I'm gaming and all that. And if that's your thing, awesome, good. For me, it just left me with. I just could not care less. Honestly, it was just not a game mode I even care about. It was really strange. I don't know. I just
Narc Sergeant says, "Do you think they'll have a new reward tank coming for Clan Wars? One can hope."
God, they need one. They need one.
Well, that's it. I mean, everything's a bit stale now, isn't it? The current sort of list is.
I would like an
Yeah.
opportunity as not a Clan Wars player to get a hold of some of the older Clan Wars tanks, other than just the 121 and the M60.
Yeah.
I would.
I agree.
I would really. Yeah.
I think they should grandfather. So this is my personal feelings about this, and I don't even care if they put the bond value and sell them for 30K bonds in the bond shop for some of these old Clan Reward tanks, like the VKK,
Right.
for instance,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the 907. It's unfortunate. Even the Caro. I would even love to see the Caro there. I know it's their newest one, or second newest one. But
Well, there's
maybe
an
combine-
opportunity there for them. That's a win-win. They could and they could make the cost insane. They could make it 50,000 bonds.
Yeah.
But at
I would do it.
least,
Make it worth
at least it's accessible. That's the problem I have
Yeah.
with it. It's completely inaccessible. I am not going to play Clan Wars wargaming. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit there for a week and listen to somebody yell at me because I'm not in the right position. I do not give a rat's rear about Clan Wars. I'm glad people love it, and they do. That's awesome. Good. Play it. I don't. So I don't want to get my face kicked in by people that have these tanks that I have no access to. I think it's crap.
Yeah.
Left shoe. I'm his caller. I do Clan Wars.
Facts.
Bro.
Facts.
I do Clan Wars with our C bros.
Yeah,
And
good. That's awesome,
I'm
man.
the caller, and
Yeah.
we do it just for the auction pass. So
Yeah.
I play enough battles for everybody who has bonds to
Right.
get in the auction pass, and that's what
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do.
yeah.
And we've been successful. We now have like 10 or 11 people in Seabro that have a chieftain.
Nice.
We have 10 or 11, or maybe even more than that, that have a 907. We have people that have these just from doing no bullshit. No, or actually some bullshit. It's fun.
Right, right.
Like just a chill sort of Clan Wars experience where we laugh. We don't really care. We win some games. We lose a lot of games, but we all have a good time.
What did they go for last time?
What's that?
What did they go for last time? Bonds.
Bonds? It wasn't that bad, actually. Some guys were getting them for, I think, what was it, 26,000?
26. That's what I seem to remember. Yeah.
18 was the chief. That was the time before that, left shoe. I think was it 18 again? Was it that low again, left shoe?
Wow.
The last one that passed?
That is low, though, isn't it?
So
That's-
I can tell you right now that not the last one, but the one before last February, people in our clan got the chieftain for 16K bonds.
Wow. Good. Good.
So, yeah, it's if you can do it.
See, I have no
If you can get
problem.
in for the auction pass, it's definitely, if you can get into a clan, just you don't have to be serious. You don't have to take shit from people. Just find a social clan like I know.
Well, I don't play at that
we have
time of
4
night.
clans
Though.
now.
I don't play at that time of night. I just don't play at that time of night. So here's my thing with this. Absolutely have new tanks for guys who want to do the competitive thing. But after a few years, figure out a way to make it available to other people. If it is a fact that it is such a desirable tank, because it's completely overpowered, then you need to nerf it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So balance your daggum game, man. How hard is it? It's actually really hard because there's a lot of reasons why they don't do it. So
I don't know why they don't put the T22 medium, just like C Player said, in that freaking bond shot. The tank's awful. Like,
just
put it in there for the love of all that is holy.
Yeah,
it's so bad. Just stick it in there. Well, that's my feeling behind it. And I agree. Just grandfather these tanks. Stick them in for, 60,000, 50,000 bonds in the bond shop. And if people want to do clan wars to get the tank for 20,000 bonds, do the clan wars to get it for 20.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And keep them exclusive for a couple of years. I got it. That's fine. It doesn't bother me.
No, but eventually...
You can't just give everything away. I get that.
Available.
It should be available at some point. Hey guys, so I go an hour and take a break. It's been an hour. Since I'm old, I have to go take a whiz. And this is untenable. I'm out of coffee.
Yes, I'm out of tea.
Goose, do you have time, or you got to go, or do you got time to stick around?
I'll stick around for a few more minutes.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Around yelling at me yet, so I think I'm okay.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Goose. We'll be right back, guys.
A mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos, to the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek, for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell, to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand.
Maybe not. There we go. All right, we are back with Guido and Pilgrim, a special guest. Talk to me, Goose. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to say I do appreciate your upbeat nature. Let me say that, because sometimes I get a little worked up about it. I try to not get too crazy about reference to the discussion about it being a game. But the times we've talked, I do appreciate your more positive attitude. So that's very good.
It's a big thing to me. I don't know. I used to. I don't want to get too much into it, but I used to be a negative person when I was a teenager, and I met my best friend, and he kind of mentored me, and now I see life through as positive as an outlook as I can for everything.
That's
It's
awesome,
just,
man.
I don't know. It's just how I am, I guess.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
Yeah, so I do
I
appreciate
get-
your
I
view
get-
when you come on.
Yeah, no, I get it from my house general. She says, "How come when you're on stream, you're the happiest go-lucky type guy ever, and then when you sit with me having dinner, you're a miserable, grumpy old fart?" I said, "I'm not."
So,
You bloody well are, she says.
just to wrap up the last segment, we were talking about the reward tanks and clan wars, some other things. I will say this, that I completely understand that if I don't put in the work, I don't get something. So
Yeah.
I am on board. I am on board with that. Those are tanks you get by doing clan wars. I would like to see it
Yes.
open up a little bit more, but I do appreciate the fact that that's how you get them. And so, you know, I want to be on both sides of the fence there, but I would like some of the older ones to be available, especially when they're thumping people in pubs, because, you know, there you go.
Well,
Anyway.
and this is the thing. A lot of the older ones aren't really
Right.
OP anymore.
Right.
They're not, like the VKK, for instance, is not as OP as it ever used to be. You know, it's just a lot of fun. So, it's incredible. It's a lot of, it's, you know, the VKK, the 907 isn't even as powerful as it used to be. I mean, you know,
The
with the
game
buff,
moves forward.
yeah, of
You know what I mean?
course, of course. Like, start doing it. Throw those in there. Who cares? 50K bonds. Let the people who don't do clan wars, or like Guido said, aren't playing during that time of day because of work or because of whatever. Let those people have a chance at those tanks too. You know.
Yeah.
I agree, 100%.
So some of the guys in chat, it's a good point that Haunted Tank makes up. Some of the lower level clans can't compete. It's one thing for us who have connections and played for a while to say, oh, just grab one of these kind of mid-tier clans and do your thing, and then you can buy it. If you're a new player, it actually is difficult to do that, to get in that clan, to get where they need to be, to get some of those tanks. So, you know, we're coming at it from a different level, and a brand new player is going to struggle a lot of times building up a account that can even break in to be able to do that. Now that's just part of the, well, you got to pay your dues to some extent, but on the other hand, it isn't easy.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. Like, you know, and especially, and this is the thing, like, I have some guys, I'm like, hey, join Sebro, and they're like, well, I don't really want to leave the clan I'm in because I've got 10 of my mates here that I've been playing this game with for 10 years, and, you know, I'm like, that's fair. I said, I get that. I said,
Yeah.
you know, I have one guy who's in a clan that his brother who passed away started the clan, and he's the commander now, and he never wants to leave the clan because, you know,
Right.
his brother made it.
Sure,
like,
sure,
you know,
yeah,
there's a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
sentimental reasons. And he said, you know, I've got that ongoing streak of like 1,500 days in this clan, you know?
Yeah.
I get that. I understand that, you know?
Yeah.
So slightly related.
It's all about. I guess there's a loyalty as well. And you make. Sometimes you've got real friends who join you in.
Yes.
You know, join in. So,
Right.
you know, it's, you know, you're real life friends. So yeah, it's a big thing, isn't it?
So slightly
You
related.
put Goose's link back in.
Yeah,
Guys
yeah.
are asking when does Goose stream and that. Is it possible, Guido, please?
Yeah. Slightly related to the discussion about the changes.
Guys.
I don't know if you noticed, Goose, on the official forums, but Michael Lovin made a post fairly recently. And
Oh, really?
yeah, what he said is that, I think it's housekeeping by the new collective as they join. Some of the older videos are being deleted, and what is it on YouTube? We're unlisted, making them unlisted, archived, unlisted. Some are actually being deleted. So somebody is cleaning up all the archive stuff, and he posted a link if you want to go check that stuff out. Now, he was a little bit miffed by it. I don't know.
I agree. There's a lot of time that people put into the NA YouTube, and I'm gonna speak out here, and this is kind of the forum. I don't really get to talk like this.
Yeah.
I do, but not really.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset because they've archived some of the Aquino tank videos from the Aquino tank festivals that Watt goes to. They archived them, and you know, the museum takes a lot of those videos as promotion, as marketing. You know, it's marketing to spread news about the museum. And when they archive these videos, what happens? The museum no longer gets that view, gets that.
Right, right.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a big thing for some of these museums. People don't really realize, like, there's a lot of people that didn't realize that the Ontario Regiment Museum in Oshawa was as big as it is and has as many moving vehicles and has tank shows and has, like, people are like, what? I didn't know this was here. I'm like, and these are some people that live like 200 kilometers away from the place.
Right.
Or like 150 miles.
Yeah.
So why would you?
Miles.
Let's think about this. Why would you do this? Well, on the one hand, devil's advocate would say, all right, I'm going to clean up the channels. There's too much stuff or whatever. I don't know why that would matter, but perhaps the new leadership wants that done. On the other hand, the other side says, oh, they're just trying to erase the history of everything and make it all about them. Or maybe it's something in between, but I can't really. Personally, Guido says, I don't know why you would even bother doing that. It's not like it's not cluttering up your storefront, right? It's not like it's digital. It's all the way at the bottom of the list. What people can look at it for whatever reason. What's the purpose?
Yes, agreed. I'm
like,
right with you, man.
Who cares? Why? So then, what it looks like, right? And perception is reality most of the time.
Of course,
what
it is.
What it looks like is you're trying to erase the old regime. That's what it looks like. Whether you are or not, that's how it comes off. And wargaming. I love you guys, but you are so good at self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah,
I
swear to God,
Yeah.
I swear to God, they think about it in the back end, and they're like, you know what? This will clean it up. This will make it look, a lot better. Blah blah blah.
Right,
blah.
it's professional and blah blah.
What is going to happen if we do this?
I don't understand.
I feel like that conversation doesn't happen.
They don't get to the end game very well, do they?
It's just like, we'll deal with it when it happens. It's like, oh my God.
How come we haven't done an unforced error for like 2 days? Let's do one. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a tennis match, you know what I mean? We haven't made a mistake in a while.
And most of the time,
all into the net.
Yeah. Most of the time you can look at it and go, well, that probably wasn't nefarious. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's incompetent. I would just say it wasn't thought of. But it should have been.
Yeah. Can I just bring up a point that Indigo is saying? Indigo is saying I feel that the EU is in charge now, and what they say goes. He got banned on a Twitch channel for making a joke. I have found that the EU mods, the moderators and everything else, are a lot stricter than the NA. They don't have a sense of humour.
So I'm not going to speak for. I'm not really going to get into it too much. I don't want to speak for Goose, but let me just say it's been interesting on the CC Discord. I'm not disclosing anything. I'm just saying it's compared to where I was and where I am now. It's been interesting, and let me just leave it at that. And yes, the mods on EU are much more strict. However, have you ever read the chat?
More strict, or
if the people are just more idiotic.
It's not. It's like some of the comments, not even from I went into the. All right.
I had to stop reading it, dude. I'm like, these people are morons.
EU, or the official World of Tanks channel.
It is, Teal.
Ikiboo and Ixta, and I'm reading the chat, and I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, this is brutal.
Like they're out of control.
Stuff would never have flown on the NA channel, and then I'm seeing stuff get modded, and I'm like, why was that even?
What was that? Yeah.
It makes sense.
If that thing didn't get modded, what the heck got modded?
It's
right?
Like, what?
I mean,
I didn't understand. Like, I'm in there trying to read the chat, and I'm just like, oh my goodness! Like, there's people insulting the streamers, and I'm just like, what is going on? I'm like,
whatever you think of Ikiboo, he takes an enormous amount of crap from people. Like, they're just going off on this guy, and I'm like, what? Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I'm not surprised they're stricter. Someone said it's a shit show. It is absolutely a complete shit show on the chat on EU.
Oh, it's almost comical.
Yeah.
Like, sit back. I'm gonna issue a challenge to everybody. The next time we're live, this is a challenge I'm issuing. Don't just sit back and just read the chat. Don't don't say anything. Just read it for a joke. Like, just like take it. and just read it. It's kind of like, oh my goodness.
That's what I did, Goose. That's what I did. I went in. And normally I have it running if I'm trying to get coins and all that stuff. And sometimes I listen to it to see what's going on and stuff. And then the chat was going so fast. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people chatting. I started reading it, and I lost 15 minutes going, oh my god.
Yes.
What?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Like, what is going on here?
Oh man, it was just funny for me. I just, that stuff makes me giggle. Like, and I'm sitting there reading the chat, and I just want to respond to these people. I'm like, man, like, what do you eat for breakfast? Like, do you drink Haterade? Like, is this like literally?
How are you enjoying this? How did you came here? You clicked the button to come here. Nobody forced you to be here, and now you're just typing about how you hate the game. If you hate the game, then don't play it, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, exactly. Why are you playing it?
Man, did you enjoy your Haterade? Like, it's just like, man, like, what flavor did you drink? Like,
be critical. Be honest. Like the stuff you like. Tell them what you don't like if you have that format and you want to do it. But just the slagging everything in sight just to slag things. I don't get it, man.
There's a couple of points there. Diablo, you should see the love mail I get in game. It's the best time of year. It is the best time of year. The Christmas, people do wake up and get angry. Cliffy also, it's the forums in real-time chat. That's what it is. It's the uncensored. It is, isn't it?
He's not wrong. That's so funny. You should go in. This would be funny. Just go into the chat and just post a topic and say nothing else and just see what happens from it.
Watch it roll.
It's like, oh my goodness, like I can just see it, But it's super fun. How long did it take to get the things out of my beard? It took my daughter about 7 minutes on stream, and God, it hurt. She pulled my beard all the heck.
Clearly, way too fast.
Oh yeah, she was trying. I'm like, ah! Like she's literally pulling the beard hairs out of my chin.
That's the thing. That's something like. I mean, the female of our species tend to get that done to their legs on purpose. Why?
Oh, 100%. She even said it on stream. She was like, "I did." Okay, she said, "Yeah, I did that on purpose." I was like, "You got."
Yeah, I'll get you back, Dad, for all the times that you've not paid me my allowance.
Yeah, right. No joke.
All right. So next, go ahead.
It's good, man. Like I said, it's been an interesting event. Like I said, I can expect hopefully in the next few months some good things from Wargaming.
Right.
As the eternal optimist that I am. And once things settle down with the merger, with everything, I can really see it moving forward. I think it'll be good. I like that Tragic's still around. I like that Domo's still around. I like that AF's still around. The people that were the face, the people that we know are still there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Are we still on channel news?
No, we've gone completely off the rails, and it's fine because it's perfect. Goose came in, and we didn't need structure after that.
We don't need structure anymore. It's
not that we had any. Not that we really had any. No. So, all right, here's the next thing. This goes back to the holiday ops because there's some specific drama around one certain mechanic, and that is the gift terminal. Thoughts on that one?
Yes. Yeah.
Gift terminal.
The gift terminal. The slot machine.
I hate it. I get stupid. I actually won. I have the 283. I actually got a permanent one. It took me 32 tokens. I got it. People think it's ridiculous that I got it. I think it's an absolute awful mechanic.
Yeah.
I would have preferred, and this is me, I would have preferred get rid of that gambling machine in the game and turn it back to small boxes and put the 283 as a chance in the small boxes when you gift it to somebody for them to get the 283.
Absolutely.
That would have been amazing.
Gift boxes.
Put it into those free small gift boxes that you can just gift to people, and if somebody happened to get one that had that tank in it, amazing. That's how I would have loved to have seen it. That way you're not sitting there using a gambling mechanic to try to win a tier 9, not even a tier 8, a tier 9 tank in the game.
Yeah. I've said it for years. They missed a lot of opportunities with the small boxes. I always thought the small boxes should have some higher order rewards in them that were extremely low percentage rates. You know what I'm saying? Like tanks, like premium time, like like a little bit of gold. I just don't understand why they didn't do stuff like that. It just kind of blows my mind, to be honest.
Like I said, the slot machine, I think they should literally take out one of their mallets, crush the thing, throw it into a carburetor or a shredder, get rid of it, bring the small boxes back where people can send them to 15, 20 people on their friends list a day.
Right.
Yeah.
And have it as a chance, a 5% chance to get the tank. You know what I mean? That way, everybody's sending boxes. You got friends. You got, if people don't have a lot of people on their friends list, they can come into the streams if they want. And, people can send them. Like last year, I had literally a sign up in my Discord for people to put their names down that were looking for small boxes.
Right.
I mean, like things like that.
Yeah,
so it creates so much more interactivity. The slot machine for me, I don't like it because the only real way to have an opportunity to keep playing it is to keep buying more boxes, and I think that's absolute.
Well, you can slowly.
Here, it's dog shit.
You can slowly do it by. Let's be fair though. You can slowly do it by gathering resources.
You can.
And by missions. Now, here's another question, slightly related. How come there are no weekend missions to get more resources?
That's a great question.
What the hell happened to that?
Question, yeah.
Yep. Last year, you got to remember though. Last year, that came from complaints that people weren't able to finish the books because they weren't getting enough ornaments.
That's right.
And people complained and complained and complained. And then week 2 of the event, they said on the week they added all of these missions so that you could literally have more of these Deco-Rider things than you ever did before.
Well, that was the Deco-Rider charge, but they always had missions for extra little boxes.
Yeah. No, for sure. But they also had the thing for more resources to finish your books in those missions. And that only came in week 1 or 2 of last year after people complained about, you will never finish these books because it's requiring so much. I think they should bring something back to give more resources. Give people, if you're going to make a gambling thing, like at least give people an opportunity who don't have the money to spend to have more than like 20 chances to hit the damn button.
So you know what the cynical person says about no missions for extra resources, right?
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, and it has to do with what Cliffy just said. They're trying to get you to buy boxes so you can get your atmosphere up early, and then later in the month they'll go, oh look, we gave missions for extra resources. Well, where the hell were they the first 2 weekends? Nowhere to be seen.
Because you're not getting your 50% credit increase until you get to festive level 10. So you're forced to go down that road because you're dipping out on. Well, you might feel like you're dipping out on the credit increase.
But again, it's perception. It's perception because you can still get to 10 free to play. I think today or yesterday you could do it if you had 2 friends and you hit all of your resource gathering. It was easy relatively to other years to get there.
Yeah.
So it just looks like again another unforced error where it makes it look like they're being greedy, but at the same time they've given free to play players a pretty easy path to getting the 50%. It's just the what's the word?
I'm with Sly Rascal with the postcard portion thing as well. I think that's what's missing as well. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. There's not enough stuff to interact with other people.
Yes, exactly.
The 2 best friend thing is idiotic. I mean, I have 497 people on my friends list.
Well, see, I said it when I made my initial video, kind of mocking it and have fun. See, the thing is, 2 best friends is a triangle, and you always have trouble, right? Because two are going to gang up on one, and the other one's like, "Are you my best friend?" Like, no, I have 2 best friends. You're one, and this other guy is one. But then your other best friend's like, "How come that guy's not my best friend too?" You know what I'm saying?
You can only have 2 best friends.
Yeah.
So, and these are the villages you visit. And
right.
I think it's idiotic. I think it's absolutely silly. The postcard thing was a lot of fun. The small boxes thing was a lot of fun. I think they need to Christmas. When a lot of people think about Christmas and holidays, and it's gathering with friends and family.
Right.
They took that out.
Yeah.
Now it's about gambling and
well,
chances to win a tank. Like they took out the fun, friendly atmosphere of
my problem is every time I go into my garage, my dog is covered in crumpet crumbs and jam.
Yeah.
So I know exactly who's been in there petting them, Pilgrim.
Yeah, I know.
Like, leave my dog alone, dude.
I steal your resources every day. You know that.
I was growing warm amber and you stole it. And let me just say this, Pilgrim. I'm looking at the numbers. I got the stats. I have 2 best friends. One of them is Cliffy, awesome. The other one is Pilgrim, not as awesome, because he's only visited me 9 times, and Cliffy has visited me 14 times.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm declaring Cliffy my bestest best friend.
Are you?
And you've been demoted to best friend.
Well, I'll let you know now. Since this is a channel for honesty, my bestest friend is Mad Dog because he's the clan commander. So
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even look. I have 2 best friends. I have 13 and Damien right now. I've left all sorts of goose shit all over 13's garage when I go to visit his puppers. It's one of those things. I don't know.
So have you guys formed the best friend triangle, or has somebody gone out the circle of trust?
I don't even care. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I got 497 people on my friends list. I've clicked on each of them and gone to their villages, a lot of them.
Have you really? Good on you, man.
Look.
Yeah.
And just to see like what they look like, And I'm going to be very real with you. What I've done is some of the guys who are at like festive level 3 or 4, I'm taking a look and I have a little list of people, and those are the people I'm going to gift like 3 large boxes to.
Nice.
Nice. Just because you can kind of see who's free to play doing that.
Right.
By seeing what festive level they're at right now. The guys who are at 0 or 1, I don't, because they're generally not active.
Yeah, no,
they aren't playing.
You can see that, yeah.
Right.
But the guys who are like
6,
3,
7, or 8,
4, in that ballpark area, 5, like you can see they're playing games and stuff. I try to, I'll send them a little message in game and say, here's, I sent you 3 large boxes. I don't know. It's just for me. That's the way of giving back a little bit.
I'm glad you. Well, I'm actually doing it right now. Goose just reminded me I meant to be doing that while we were doing this. So
cool. Right.
Doing that while we're doing that. So we're going to start a 3-box giveaway right now, my friends. While we are chatting, have at it. Good luck. Good luck to you all.
I will also do one on your channel today as well.
Nice.
So if you want to do a second one, I'll sponsor the second one.
Yep, we'll do the second one. Fantastic, guys. Good luck.
Goose, I'm giving away one of each, or a pair of mugs. On one
All right, we got to get to that too. All right, real quick. Rampant Carnage, thank you for the follow. Dead Rock 57, Q Pouch, TL Wiz, thanks for the resub. Twisted 32, Bruin B 77 follow, and Road March. I apologize for not catching that. I should get better at that. But again, thanks for coming. Much appreciated. All right, what else?
I don't know if Guido is doing boxes for NA only. When we do
EU as well.
EU as well. Perfect. So same with me. If you do the 3 for, I can do either or as well. I have a count on both. So
cool.
NA EU definitely are all involved.
The only thing I'm sad about is I tried, because we have a guy called Sutek who watches quite often.
Yeah, like Sutek.
He's Asia, and I tried to download the Asia client to
I actually have an Asian server.
You can't gift him anything,
I do. I have an ANZ account, so I can even do Australia as well, which is Asia.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
I can do it. Unfortunately, I sometimes get blocked because I'm just
right.
Bank's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? So I have to do those ones through.
Let me ask you this, Goose. Have you run into the problem where it stops letting you gift stuff? Where you gave away so much stuff? I had that happen last 2 years.
So I'm going to be real. Every year before it starts, I send a message to Domo with a ticket number created saying, please don't block. I'm going to be doing, $300, $400 worth of giveaways over the next month. Please don't block my account.
See, I had that discussion with him last year, and he said he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
You have to create a ticket for it, send him a ticket number, and
Because I ended up, we did like 600 last year by the time we were done because I got a bunch of donations, so I just completely turned all the donations back around, and I eventually got blocked. But
good to see you, Mr. Voss.
Regum, what's happening,
buddy?
All right, cool. Do you follow Klaus's videos?
Not really.
Yeah. So
some of them I sometimes I watch them. But usually no. Like I said, this is nothing, and I'm going to say this, and I'm being very 1,000% real with this. I have no disrespect for any streamers. They are putting themselves out there. They are putting their content out there. They are doing their thing. That takes a lot of effort. I respect effort. I don't like a lot of negative content because it's just my personality. It just doesn't jive with my personality. So
sure, right.
I take it in limited doses. When I watch things that get super negative, I'm just kind of like, I kind of walk away from it.
Right. So he has a new one talking about the BZ, his opinion on it, which we can actually talk about it in a minute. The BZ 176, we'll get to that next. But it was interesting because he was doing his review on it, which was all fine. I'm not going to get into that too much, but he sort of went off on a tangent, kind of slagging a lot of the CCs, talking about the idea of CCs playing up tanks in order to help Wargaming sell them, that kind of thing.
No way. I disagree. I'm going to tell you right now, I will never, if the tank is shit, you can ask anybody who watches my stream, I tell them it's garbage. Like, don't do it. The 283, I hate it. It's awful.
So I'm with you on that 100%. And I think there's plenty of us CCs who don't do that. I think there are some who, to some extent, either do that or make it look like that, depending on who you are. And I don't necessarily disagree with the idea that I don't like that much, but I also don't believe that it really happens that much.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
What I don't like is another CC just slagging an idea and then attributing it to some nebulous, some CCs do X for his clicks. That just really kind of rubbed me.
Like I said, for me, dude, I just don't do the negative stuff. And I respect anyone who streams, who puts content out there. You're doing something. You are putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself in front of camera. You are, you're doing your thing, and you can respect somebody who puts effort into something. And you can honestly say Klaus does put effort into it. Do I like the content that comes out of it? No. Do I respect the person? Yes.
I actually like some of it because it is kind of funny, but sometimes it goes in a direction I'm not. Just to answer Randall's question, yes, we are paid actors. We get paid a lot. In fact, I bought a 1967 Corvette with my money. I'm going to show it to her right there.
Yes, I bought a Christmas tree.
Somebody said what?
Convertible.
There you go.
He said he heard CCs are paid actors and we get millions of dollars.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold it.Ait a minute. Where do I find this?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I got a Corvette with my money. It's pretty awesome. Anyway,
that's just kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, I can do that. Like I said, I don't do a lot of the negative stuff, and I won't slander other CCs. I mean, people can have their opinions about what they want to have their opinions about. If a tank is shit, I will tell you it's shit. If a tank is good and I think it's a lot of fun to play, I'll say it. I like the BZ. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it is. I'm with you there, tanks. I like it. I always have. I've always liked big derpy tanks. I have every single one of them in the game except, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The VKK.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
You're so desperate to get that.
I want it, man. I want it. It's the only one I don't have that's got that 750 alpha. I mean, they're my favorite. They're my favorite tanks in the game. I love hitting people for huge numbers. Do I like the char? Not really. I think it's a very acquired taste. I played it one night on stream. I think like 15 battles in a row. The char. I had some good games in it, and then you have these absolute dumpster fire games. Do I think it's a good tank? No, I do not.
All right, let's talk. All right, let's talk some facts, though. All right, let's back up what we're saying with actual facts. So I'm going to bring up Chrome right here, and I've got NA recent stats. All right, and all the caveats. I was going to say small sample size, but it is not in case of the BC 176. But early on, people don't really know how to fight them. All those things apply, right? early adopters, people who spend money tend to be more experienced. Blah 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 blah. Got it. But what do the numbers say right now? Right? What do they say right now? BZ-176 is definitely a good tank. So it's pretty high on win rate. DPG.
Look at the battles. Look at the
battles, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is number one plate. It's by miles and miles and miles. So that means a lot of people have it and they like it a lot. Frags, it's third. So it hasn't quite unseated the Skoda, but it is challenging the Skoda. It's in the same area as the Skoda.
It's in the ballpark.
It's in the ballpark. So it's good. It frankly, it is. I don't really expect those numbers to change a whole lot. I think it's going to stay near the top. It's easily a top 10 no matter what happens. It's probably a top 5.
Everyone ignore the Charlemagne. The reason I'm saying that is there's 997 battles, and the people who have that and are playing it are people who are trying to 3-mark it. And these are like your unicorns.
Right.
Yeah. It's an awful tank. It's not good.
Yeah, we always
throwing that out there.
So now the next one is the not the MBT, the Iron Arnie. So how did it fare so far?
I like the Iron Arnie.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not the best tank in the world, but I like it.
Yeah, and it's not quite.
I mean, it's got good armor. It's not OP, but it's got good armor. You can use it.
It's not quite the same level as the 176. Win rate, it's pretty good. DPG, it drops down, but it's still top 10. Frags, it drops a lot on the frags, mainly because it doesn't have a great DPM, so finishing people off is a little hard for it. And it doesn't have a high alpha. Those are the two things you kind of need for a lot of frags. But it's top 10, not top 5, but certainly top 10. So it's good.
It's decent.
It's decent. Yeah. All right, you mentioned
got great armor. It's got great spaced armor on the turret. It feels like I'm going to say this, and I'm going out on a limb, and people may disagree, but it feels like a slightly better Super Pershing.
I agree. That doesn't have pref.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah,
so it
feels like a better Super Pershing.
Right, it's a Super Pershing without pref that has to fight 10s, but still can do it pretty well.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's got that.
Likes it better than the BZ.
Well, there's no openings on its spaced armor.
No.
Right, there's no chin opening. Yeah. It's all kind of solid around it. Plus, I think its turret's just thicker anyway. All right, so here's the third one. Are you ready for this? Have you looked at the stats for the French tank?
Not even a little bit.
And you said it was bad or not very good. You don't. Okay.
It's a high skill tank to play. I
Agreed.
think the people who are playing it are people who are decent at the game.
Yeah, it's the top level players are playing this.
Let's see.
Top win rate, top DPG, top frags, top damage, top kill to death, top third survival. Win 8, top. Look at the battles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best tier 9 light tank by miles. Period.
Yeah, I think
it's not. It's not even close. You cannot argue this. Top. Yeah. Look at the battles. 111,000 battles.
Yeah.
5 times the next, and it still has all those stats. So everyone who plays it is doing well in it.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I think
it's
very selective.
Can I be real with you?
Be real.
People playing it like Goose says.
Goose is going to be real.
Actually playing that are the top level players.
Well, not at that many battles, man. Not at that many battles. Everyone's playing it.
Do you not think?
Everyone, you can't get that many battles.
It's brand new. Of course, everybody's going to be playing it.
Sure, but when I say everybody, I'm talking every skill level.
So my big thing with it is the speed of it's good. It's fun. Like I said, once you figure it out, it can be devastating. My big thing with it at the tier 9, if you're, I don't know, like compared to the other tier 9 light tanks, I'm going to be honest, there is not very good tier 9 light tanks aside from the 1390 and maybe the lightweight.
Well, I was going to say,
the tier 9 light tanks are not the greatest.
But that's different from saying it's the best tier 9 light tank.
It is. It's true. It is. It could be good. I mean, a lot of people are playing it right now. Let's see how let's give it 3 months and revisit. Because I can see right now that they will adjust. Because the gentleman who does the site that you're looking at is actually one of the CCs.
He is, yeah.
And he adjusts the values based on the tank. So
the Win 8
see
stuff?
how it goes. He changes it based on skill level, how the tank plays. He can adjust the WN8 based on the amount of damage it's doing. He does all kinds of things with it. I'd like to see in the next 3 months where that char is at.
So here's tier 8, 9, and 10, and it's in the top 10. So it's right there, frags. Some of these stats you can't really directly compare, but it is when you go through.
The problem with light tanks, and I'm going to tell you this right now, is on this site, the spotting is completely gone.
Oh, absolutely.
There is no.
Right.
A lot of people are playing the char not like a light tank, but like a medium tank.
Well, that's because you kind of that's how it excels. You get in beside somebody. Plus, it's so damn fast.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for me, the char is not a light tank. It's more of a medium tank, and you don't have
it's more of a medium, isn't it?
You don't have the spotting on that tank. Like, it's missing a very key component to what light tanks are, which is the which is that spotting mechanic. I mean, the even 90. You take a look at it on that chart, and the even 90 is like 7th, 8th, 9th. If you were to add the amount of spotting damage in that, like I just 2-marked my even 90. I had several games in a row of 9K plus spotting on stream. And I 2-marked it.
Well, even so, Goose, the even 90 is like second and third in most of the things. I mean, it's second in frags, it's second in damage ratio, it's second in kill to death, it's first in survival. So actually, even without the spotting, and I bet if it, like you said, if you did add spotting for the even 90, it would just be number 1 across the board. Because even without the spotting, it's still in the top 3 of nearly everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good tank.
It is. It's incredible. And there's a lot of caveats to some of these light tanks on how to play them. Even 90, once you learn how to play it, and that you need to silence your gun for that tank, and then only show yourself when there's 5 tanks left at the end of the game, you'll do great.
Oh yeah.
It's learning that. Yeah. It's learning the bushes. It's learning the maps.
Well, light tanks just get stronger and stronger as the game goes on.
Correct.
You've got a question from Sly Rascal actually, for all 3 of us, I guess, for everybody watching. He feels that the tanks in this year's Christmas boxes were better than last year.
What was last year? Was it the Basante?
Basante, it was.
And the.
Let me look.
Or was that 2 years ago? It was the British thing, the Caliban, right? The Caliban.
Oh yes, it was a Caliban, and
oh yeah, Caliban was awful. I hate it.
Tornvagen.
Yeah, Tornvagen was really bad too.
So I guess yes, that's pretty easy. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's go to T56 though. That was unreal.
That was 2 years or 3 years ago, I thought.
No way.
Yeah, when's this Coda come out?
I think it was. Yeah. It wasn't last year.
I don't know. Was it last year?
Like the Caliban?
Tornvagen.
It was the M4Y. That's what it was.
M4Y.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. The M4FL10 as well.
All right, Diablo says last year was the 703 G-Sor and Basante, so we're all completely out to lunch. Is that?
Are you sure?
I don't know. Good Lord, I don't know.
I can't remember. I've been to bed already and slept. I can't remember my name.
I don't even.
All right, while we argue about this, let's find out who won. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Diablo, that's really cool, dude. I do not like the Caliban. I find
3
it
boxes.
very tricky to play.
Good luck. Here we go. 3-box winner is.
Let's do it.
Wayne. Number 1 3-box winner, NA. Number 1 3-box winner, NA is Wayne.
Yeah.
Rigged.
Hey man, send me your in-name game. In-name game?
In-game name, maybe.
Something. Send me something. Send me.
And what server? He's on the Moon server. Is Wayne?
Goodness gracious. Maybe I have it already.
Congratulations.
All right, give me your. I'm whispering to you, man. Give me your in-game name and the boxes you want.
Start up another one. I'll do the next one.
Okay, and we are going to start up a new one.
I'll sponsor this one.
Nice. Thank you very much, man. And
don't worry about it, man.
We're off with the second one. Good luck, everybody. This one is from Goose. All right, let me know there, Wayne, what's going on with that, and I will do it. Somebody mentioned further back, and it was a good point. He said he likes all the CCs, and Klaus's video was a response to some people going off on him about it, and I get that.
Yeah.
Let me just wrap that up. Absolutely, if he has to have an issue with people who hype things to make it sound better than it is, or to do clickbaity things. I got it. That's fine. But he really did specific, and he didn't go by name, but he definitely kind of went after the other CCs. So I didn't appreciate that, but I do appreciate some of his content, and I'll just leave it at that. Is that fair enough?
Yeah,
like I said,
don't think we're not. This is not a storm in a teacup job, is it? You know what I mean? It's just what we're saying. That's all.
Right.
It's cool.
And I'm a tiny CC, so really he wasn't really talking about me. So and I'm not taking it personal. I just thought it was interesting when I watched it, the way it went down.
I never go after anybody. That's just how
Right.
I am.
Right.
There's no point. I don't see the point in it. I respect everybody's content. I said, it's their own. It's their own perspective. Like, that's what we do. That's as people, as CCs, as content creators. It doesn't even have to be CC. As anyone who streams any game, you're creating your own content. You're creating your own thing. Like, who is it to somebody else to tell you to not do it?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
That's just how I am, right? I don't know. It's just my perspective.
And I
on
think,
things.
to be fair, Goose, every CC has their own hook, and whatever that may be, and and that works for them, and that's how they do it. That's fine. I mean, who else is to say it's not the way to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can also create some drama too. So maybe.
Oh yeah.
Goose and I could start like a north. You know what I'm saying? North Coast, South, like a north. And we could have a gang sign that
But I have to be the referee between the two of you. But I have to come to Boston Harbour and say, you Canadians stay up north, and you Floridanians stay down south.
Look,
I'd be like, all right. I mean, sure.
we already threw that referee out of this continent. So just stay over there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was my team that you chucked in the bloody sea, you heathen.
Oh man, it's just fun, man. Like I said, I mean, I just play the game. I stream to have a good time, make people laugh, and just try to make things genuinely a little bit brighter. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. Everybody has their thing, right? Everybody has their thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, there you go. Hey, Hussars has put it right. Pine versus palm. That is cool.
Hey guys, I'm going to let's see. Before I forget,
Canadian is here in Florida. I think that's probably right, Narc Sergeant. I think
You're not wrong.
Everybody
My parents go
retires
there. My parents go 3 weeks a year.
There you go.
and they show up with their blue hair and their slow arsed sedans, and they drive down the road.
Just putzing around.
Oh yeah.
Well, you see, Guido knocks around in a golf cart at like 90 miles an hour. That's why he gets pissed off with all the old buggers.
Hey guys, that list I just put in is Michael Lovin's link to all the old stuff that he has saved. So if you're interested in that, save that link and you can find all the old videos and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
You can also find it. Actually, that's a link. No, that is the right link. Never mind. I thought it was a link to the thread, but you can see it says YouTube. So there you have it. There you have it. So what's the plans for future plans for you there, Goose? What streaming along? You got any big things coming up? Go Aquino. What?
I have a charity stream coming up this Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm doing a charity. It's not something major like I usually do. This one's just basic. If we reach, my goal is 1,500. It's for Toys for Tots.
Nice.
We have a thing going on. I'm trying to make a big push into that. I don't know, man. I think everybody deserves to have something at Christmas, and for me, it's a big thing. So this Wednesday, our goal is 1,500. If we reach 1,500, I will be shaving my beard, and my daughters will be doing a makeup stream to make me look like Santa Claus, because I have a whole Santa suit here. So
basically, that's happening.
What's that?
That's happening then.
So
you're gonna you're gonna be in a Santa suit with makeup. Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
Get that.
Yeah.
For 1,500.
That's yeah. Oh yeah.
1,500.
You will. That's happening because people are going to be like, "Yep, we're going to make that happen."
So that's what's going on with that. February, I'm taking a look right now, but I'm planning on going to the Ontario Regiment Museum. They have a winter warfare where they bring the tanks out into the yard in winter time, like in the snow and stuff. So I'm looking into going in February for that. And I'll be live streaming that while I'm there.
All right, very cool.
So that's kind of where it is. And then Aquino in June. Big things on stream. nothing other than that right now.
Right.
Just steady as she goes, man. I want to see kind of what the next few months brings, and having a good time.
Good, good.
Can I suggest a slight change in the beard shaving routine?
Yeah, sure.
Can I suggest that your daughter dyes it white, and then you'll be a proper Santa Claus then, won't you? On stream, dye it white.
Oh,
Bleach it. That'd be cool.
No! I would bleach my beard.
Pilgrim's trying to write checks that Goose could not cash.
Yeah, no, 100%. Your body's rich. Your body can't cash. Anyway,
Hey, do you have a link? Do you have a link for the charity thing, or is that not set up yet?
It's TCS has it. Terrible Content Subscriber. He's actually the gentleman who's running it.
Okay.
It'll all be set up Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday the 14th.
It'll be a laugh. I mean, like I said, I don't even care if you can't donate. As long as if you want to come watch and just laugh and have a good time, that's awesome.
What
that's
time?
Kind of what it's about.
What time you starting?
I'll be starting at probably 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Cool.
Wednesday, and I'll be going until about 11 p.m., 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. So
okay.
It's 4 hours, 5 hours. We'll try to raise that, and then once we get close to the goal, my daughter will come down with the clippers, and away we go.
I'll come in on that Goose a bit later towards the end, because that'll be early morning.
That's very kind, man.
So that's cool. No, but I'm working this week, but I'll jump in. I won't be able to get in on the start, but I'll come in at the end.
All right, cool. So check it out, guys. That's awesome. There's actually another event this weekend. Oh, actually, it might be this weekend. I think it's next. No, it's next weekend.
Thank you, Danam.
There's one in. Sophie was advertising it, and I can't remember what the base is. It's up in Alabama. I want to say in Montgomery. So there's another tank event in Montgomery. I know that's not really helping. Let me look it up here. I can probably Google foo it.
Google foo?
Yeah.
Google foo.
Google foo, man. I got a buddy of mine that's a freaking black belt in Google foo. I can find anything.
God, what's it called, man?
There's so many people here hanging out this morning. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool for breakfast, isn't it? That's early coffee morning.
Yeah, a bunch more follows, by the way. Syzygy, thank you. VCQBR, much appreciated. Q Pouch, cheer 10 bits. Right on, man. Thank you. And I think we caught the rest. Dragon MVP and Regan Voss, as I
Morning, Jimmy K.
Yep. And no, there's more. Stefan Kral, thank you much. Rampant Carnage, Dead Rock.
Wow,
and Q
good to see all you guys.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. So I know a lot of you guys are Goose's people, which is fantastic, and I appreciate your follows, man.
Just people that watch my stream. I don't own anybody.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Call them Goose. What do you call them? Do you call them geese?
We're just with the squadron.
Geeses?
We're the squadron.
The squadron. There you go.
No,
That's
the
awesome.
squadron, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can't you call them gooses? Wouldn't you rather call them gooses?
No, nobody wants to be called a goose. It just kind of happens.
I think that's a good name, is it not?
Yeah.
Who's this goose you talk about, Mr. Boss?
Yeah, you're owned by Mr. Talent.
No, we own him. It's true. You're not wrong.
Jimmy K.
That's awesome.
Jimmy K's in the house.
Cyberfly, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Goose squirts. Gooses squirts. Cliffy.
You know, geese are mean.
They are, dude.
You're not.
Their teeth are like razors, man.
Yeah.
You're not, but the actual animal, they don't. They're the F around and find out animal.
They are.
Yeah,
you fuck
you
around.
could
Yeah,
do
Yeah.
them as
yeah.
guard dogs. They're
Yeah.
brilliant guard
Oh.
dogs.
They don't just
They are
come after
nasty,
you.
especially if they claim a spot as theirs. So
Right.
they're very territorial. So there's this goose this is so great, at my office building where I work before, and it claimed a puddle. There was a big puddle in the parking lot, in very close to the door, probably about 50 feet from the door, in the middle of the parking lot. And this goose literally claimed this puddle and would walk around this puddle. So if you went to your car that was near this, anywhere within 15 feet of this puddle,
It's
the
like,
goose would put its wings out and attack you. This goose owned this puddle. And they actually send an email out to the office to the building saying, please avoid the goose in the parking lot and don't park near the puddle. Like, it was ridiculous. They sent this email out. It was
they do like the crane style. Their wings come out,
yeah.
you know, and they're
they make themselves big.
Yeah, you don't want this heat. You don't want this heat. We got bears actually where we are.
So
Good grief.
Yeah, we got black bears that like to get into the trash can. So we have
Did you import the bears from Utah? Because surely.
No. Florida's covered up in brown, not brown cheese, and black bears. Smaller, but still big enough to mess you up.
Oh, I am not going to visit you in Florida if you've got black bears knocking around everywhere.
It's over on the base
I'm
where
only
there's
5 foot tall. They'd eat me in one swipe.
Black bears are tasty if you find one that's not a trash panda, like where I
Really?
live in Brunswick. I've eaten a lot of bear. Yeah, it's good if you find one that's in the forest that eats like berries and eats fish and like eats the natural stuff they're supposed to eat, not the ones that are close to the cities that literally raid dumpsters. But
that's hilarious. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
See, they're saying it's the gators I'd have to worry about if I came and visited.
We have gators. Yeah, we got gators. Yep.
Yeah, I see. I'm a small mouthful to a gator. He'd probably ignore me. You know what I mean? Be like, nah, not going to eat that.
I don't see too many of them because I'm not really around where they are too much.
They taste like fish. No, they don't taste like fish. They're very gamey, but they are
like
decent
chicken,
taste.
Surely.
No, not even close. Not even close.
Most predators, most predators are very strong tasting animals.
They're good though. I'm telling you, they're tasty. They are like sausages, bear sausage.
Are you allowed to hunt them, Goose?
Yeah, 100%.
So they are a hunted animal then. You can like.
Yeah, you have to. You go into a drawing. It's like a raffle for license. Same with moose. So up here, there's like they'll give out tags. So they'll give out like 500 tags. So everybody who wants to hunt a bear will go into this raffle and you get a tag. And I'm going to tell you, do not get caught shooting a bear without your tag, or you are toast.
Okay. Right.
You're toast. It's a massive, massive fine.
So my best story on that, I think I've told it on stream, but I'll tell Goose real quickly. When I was a kid, I did a lot of deer hunting in Utah, and there was a little town called Salina, which was the town we'd go down to get gas and groceries and stuff. And we were down about halfway through the deer hunting season. And you get a lot of California hunters that come up and they grab a really expensive Utah tag and they go hunting. And because it's southern Utah, that's where they come into. They like to hunt down southern Utah because it's not as far a drive. Salina, Utah. And so we're down there getting gas and stuff. And there's this guy, my dad used to call it a high pockets. I almost called it a tank, but truck, a lifted truck. So he's got this really fancy lifted truck. And he's hauling ass up and down the main drive. And it's a kind of small town. It was very small in those days. And he's just like, whoa, whoa. And I'm looking at this thing as it goes by. Hanging out the back of the bed is a very, very large animal. And I'm looking at it as it goes by. And I'm like, Dad, it's not elk season, is it? And he's like, nope. So this dude is hauling ass up and down. He's whooping and yelling and.
What? Because he's took the elk and got it.
He's killed an elk, and he thinks he's from California. He thinks it's a deer.
Oh, you're joking!
Yeah, and he's in town. He's in town showing off his record deer, the biggest deer you've ever seen. He was, and probably about 10 minutes later, Fish and Wildlife shows up, pulls his ass over, and it went poorly at that point. And all the Utah guys are sitting there looking at this guy. You are a stone cold moron.
This is my biggest deer. It looks nothing like a deer.
Can you imagine the photographs he was taking, the selfies? Back in them days, it wasn't
celebrating
selfies.
during off season.
Look what I got.
He thought he had killed the largest mule deer of all time.
Oh, you fuck.
And I'm like, Dad, that's an elk. He's like, I know, just wait for it. And here comes this Fish and Wild, and it had a California plate. My dad laughed his ass off for days about that. He's like, oh, what an idiot.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Brilliant.
What do you mean? This is my deer. It's not a deer.
I mean, I watched him do like 4 passes back and forth, just whooping and hollering. And they're like, oh.
Look at my deer. Look at
I mean, that guy thought he was going to be famous, baby.
Oh, man. That's fantastic.
On a smaller scale, I did that to a swan. I didn't know it was a swan. I thought it was a goose. Sorry, goose, but I thought it was a goose. So I
Wow.
shotgunned this thing out of the sky. It landed. And of course, in the UK, swans are protected animals. They're royal animals. They belong to the Queen. So I'm so quick to get this thing butchered and shoved in the oven so nobody knows what it is. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm carrying it back and people are watching me and I'm going, oh my God, they've seen me kill a swan. I'm going to go to the Black Tower.
I saw a video that was talking about middle-aged food and stuff, and that was one of the birds that they had on the list that
Yeah.
the rich people used to eat quite a bit of swan and stuff
Swan,
like that.
yeah, they used to have the 7-bird meal, didn't they?
Right,
They had to have
right.
a swan stuffed with another bird,
Yep.
another bird, another bird. Yeah.
Hey, let's give away.
Well,
Let's give
Yeah, I was
away.
gonna say it's been fun.
Yep.
I gotta head out now.
Yep, we're gonna give away Goose's
okay.
3
Goose
boxes
giveaway.
here. Here we go.
And,
Winner is
Winner is
Cobra 665.
Oh, Check it
Yo
out.
Cobra, dude. Send me your in-game name, bud.
Congrats, man. Whisper the in-game name to Goose, please, and what boxes you want.
Cobra, good to see you, dude. Here.
Also,
I'll just
did
type my name in chat.
Wayne? Did you get the boxes? And if you're near your client, let us know what you got, man. Let us know what you got. Well, Goose, thanks for coming by, dude. I really appreciate that. It's always fun having you here.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to overstay.
No, absolutely.
Apologize, dude.
no, it's fun.
You have an open invitation. I think I've said that before, but just in case you forgot, absolutely. Anytime you want to just jump in here while we're doing this, love having you by, man. Lots of good stuff. Appreciate your perspective on things. It's always nice to get a different view on all of this, so we can kind of keep it real, as we say, and once you're happy with the in-game name there, man. Much appreciated.
I got it. It's I got him. He's on EU, so this is
Cool.
great. Just be a second. Getting that all set up. Wargaming EU.
And I may have missed it, Wayne. Were you able to? What did you get, my friend? Whisper it to me if you have done it. That way I won't lose it in the chat there. And we've got a couple mugs still to give away, so stick around. We're going to take another quick break as soon as we're done here.
I sent you my address, by the way, Pilgrim, as well, in that
Cool.
group
All
chat
right,
with
you've sent
Guido.
me. Yeah, lots of pilgrims is my Twitch name. So
Well,
I'm gonna
Wayne-
get pilgrim.
Wayne
I sent
did
it in
well.
Discord.
Oh, cool. All right, yeah, brilliant. All right.
How did Wayne do?
Wayne did well with premium. Yeah, you got 7 days and some gold, so that's good. Cool.
You need the premium. That is the way to go.
Yeah,
Give me
absolutely.
1 sec. Sending those right now. Which boxes did you want, or do you care, Cobra? Do you care which ones? Is there a particular or resource you might need? Sorry.
I just want everybody to remember this right here.
Oh, we don't need to remember that. Oh God. You don't care? Okay, cool.
That is who is sending you the boxes.
Oh boy, oh boy. Ah. Promise I don't look like that right now.
Goose claws.
Oh,
Yeah, he has considerably less beard apparently because it all got ripped out by his daughter.
No,
He's got gaps
only a
in it,
few.
yeah.
I only lost a few hairs. Oh goodness gracious.
Dude, that is awesome, dude. Love it.
Oh, PayPal. Yes, I agree. So funny. There's a different disclaimer on the EU site than the NA site.
Oh,
Very
really?
Interesting.
There is, yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
that interesting? There
Actually,
is.
that wasn't their subject. Just quickly, as we're winding down here, I thought last time the percentages for the boxes were published. Did that not happen this year on the EU side? I thought it was a law.
Maybe it might be. By the
I
way,
haven't checked, to be honest. I haven't had a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
by the way, Cobra, you should have that. Go check your my goodness premium shop, please.
Cool.
If you want to let us know what you got, that'd be awesome too. If you can't do it right now, I understand as well.
Oh, Stoic, you absolutely have to sub to Goose. You got to get in there. Absolutely. Yep.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
kind.
Yep.
You guys are very kind, all of you. Like, it's a big thing, and it's a big thing for me. It's just kindness. It's literally been my word this year is kindness. Just the little things, man. You just don't know.
So Modern Warfare says they were published. Interesting. I guess I just scrolled by that. Were they really published? Wonder if they were a drop down or something. I'm kind of looking at it now. I don't see. Is it at the bottom? Maybe
They were 100% published, by the way.
they were.
Yeah, we're 100%. Yeah. 13 Disciple was talking about it.
Where are they published? Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's one of the reasons why people are so up in arms about the token thing is because it says 11%, but there's no real details on how that's sub broken down for whether it's a rental.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, whether it's a rental or a real tank.
Yeah, I got lucky, man, that I got the real tank, and then I played it 20 battles and realized how unlucky I actually was. That tank is. Some people like it. Some people are like, oh, it's great. I'm like, this feels like an unbuffed STG tiered up.
Right. Yeah. Well, all right, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to give away a couple more things. We've got a couple coffee cups from Pilgrim to give away. We'll have another little bit of a chat, and then we'll wrap it up. But I want to say, once again, thanks to Pilgrim. Thanks to Goose for coming by, man. Much appreciated. Last parting words for the folks, Goose?
It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and everyone enjoy Guido, man. He's a good dude. Pilgrim, check him out. He's over in the Queen's Country. Drinking tea, and I'm sure there's a crumpet in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
So,
all right, guys.
You guys all later. I'm out.
Cool. All right.
Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Now in the shadows came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek, for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell, to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. To the swamplands came the mountain man, to teach his wisdom and pay his due. A man with a name only known to a few. To his followers his words are true. Guido is the man, big and gruff. He used to fly jets, but now he does the tanking stuff. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. The mountains are home.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, my friends. Oh, geez, what is happening here? All right, now I got to reset all this mess.
Gate has just said his wife's got the Guido song on her phone and plays it in the car. It's gotta be so annoying.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
Oh, man.
Now I don't know what I have done here, to be honest with you. That's not going to matter. We're gonna just roll with it like that. Oh, look, there's two of you, Pilgrim.
Oh, there's two of me.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I now remember what I need to do. I got to do this. I got to go whoop. So we're gonna give away. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna chuck on a 3 boxes with the mug. So you get 3 boxes and the mug. Cool. And if I quit grabbing the wrong daggum thing, that'd be fantastic.
KGB in the house.
That was great having Goose by, man. I do enjoy him. He's very.
Isn't he positive though? I mean, he's
yeah.
You know, he's full of good stuff.
Not like old curmudgeons, you know what I mean?
Grumpy old buggers.
All right, let me see if I can get this set up right. Boom. And oh, that's not it. That's certainly not it. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard. It's just.
Oh, it's so hard.
Life's hard. It's harder when you're stupid like me. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well,
all right, that's good enough.
Cool.
All right.
There you go.
So we're gonna give away a mug. We're gonna give away 3 more boxes. So let's get that started, my friends. Boom.
Just the caveat to that, guys and girls, if you know, we will need an address for the mugs to go to. So if you do win, if you've got an address that you want to keep private, then by all means you can send it to Guido, and I'll make arrangements that way. Rather than if you don't want to send it to some strange Brit, it's more than welcome. But yeah, we will need an address for those mugs to go to. Oh, somebody aced the AMX 1357, Mr. Stranger Danger, and the Progetto 46. Cool. Slippers Way. They are somewhat problematic slippers, apparently.
All right, off you go, guys. 3 boxes and a coffee mug. Chubby Panda. Ah, thank you. Is that where the? That must be where the. Yeah, that's the article I was looking at, but what I didn't... Oh, so maybe it's only on the EU... Is it only on the EU one? That's interesting. That is interesting if it's only on the EU thing. Let me scroll down and see if I can find it while we're doing the giveaway, guys.
Yeah, sure. And of course, it's a choice of coffee mug. You can either have a Guido or a Pilgrim. C-Player, trust me. I wouldn't trust me, C-Player. I might visit you.
I don't see on there, and it's just cursory glance, I do not see the percentage chances for stuff on this anywhere.
Well, Clippy said he's had a look and it's 2.44% to get the big one, 11.66 to get the small one.
Okay. So it's in there somewhere. I'm just scrolling.
He's posted the link.
No, I'm on the article. It's the one I was looking at.
Okay.
But I'm scrolling too fast, so clearly there's going too fast probably. Anyway, it's there. I just don't see it for whatever reason. I'm not seeing it. It doesn't matter. It's there. That's good. Cool. So while we're doing that, there was some things I wanted to go over here, fellas, in case you didn't know. Go to your depot. Go to the little parachute. Your holiday ops. If you're getting the coins from holiday ops, there is a store. In case you did not know, that's how you get to it right there. And there's some things to get. Realize that Simon Claus and Stefan Claus are not the same goodness that they were last year. So they're not. There's no. I think both those guys had 2 free slots or something like that. These don't even. I don't think these are even Brothers in Arms 0 skill. So yeah. So beware. They are not the same guys. They're the same name. They're the same picture, but they're not the same guys. But, consumables and things as you get the coins. Also realize the Twitch stream, the official Twitch streams, there's a drop campaign where you can get 5 and then 10 coins. So recommend when that is up and running, you watch it. I actually missed it yesterday by 30 minutes. The problem is it only goes so long, and if you come in too late, you don't end up getting it for that day. it's kind of a pain. Yeah, the consumables are definitely worth it. So you get a pack of a bunch of stuff. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to claim this bad boy while we're here. There we go. Now, what did it give me? 5 extinguishers, 5 large first aid, 5 repair. That's nice. Cool.
All right, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always handy to have those.
Yep. That works for me.
Can I throw a little tangent in on this?
Yeah.
Purely because it's just come to my mind. It's just filtered into my mind. Jolins, the guy that I work with who's recently joined the stream the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He's now downloaded World of Tanks onto his Xbox. He's a console player because he doesn't have a PC. I'm trying to get him to buy a PC. But anyway, he's saying, and I didn't know this, they've got 2 modes in there. They've got World War II mode, which is all the tanks that we've got. And they've then got post-World War II or modern tank era. So they've got all the modern tanks mode on. Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the Wild West over there. They do a lot more stuff. Cold War mode is what this is. Okay.
Cold War, that's it, Cold War.
There you go.
Well, that's very interesting because that means obviously they can get the Abrams or the Challengers or the T-80s and all that sort of good stuff, I guess. Isn't that interesting though?
Yeah,
that's gone.
Absolutely. So somebody said the Tank Miss Tourney is on now, so that's the official one. There you go. So turn that on, and then if you're listening to us, mute that one, or mute us and watch that one. However you want to roll with it. Remember, you got to mute the tab. You can't turn the sound down to off, but you can mute the tab depending on which browser you're using. I'm assuming they all work more or less the same. And then you can start working on your on those coins and get your little goodies right there.
Yeah. Well worth it, really. But for the sake of the free little things you get, and then you get yourself kits and stuff like that. Why not?
So I've got 2 coins. Let's see what happens. We'll do it live right here.
Do it live.
All right. We'll just watch the whole thing. If it bounces off the...
yeah, because
nope.
over the stack.
Oh, no. I didn't get a rental or anything. I got... All right, demount kit. 3 of them. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, give me the tank. Good. No.
This is it.
No.
This is it. I quite like the tank. I've got it on rental on my EU account. It's all right. It's not the dog's bollocks, but it's a fairly standard rear-turreted Soviet medium. Cool.
I think I have 15 or 20 rentals for it. You know, once you get to about 100 rentals, you could 3-mark it that way. The only problem is, and I forgot about this, is you can't do field mods on a rental.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So that does hurt you a bit, I would say. I'm trying to find this thing.
You still have to win it. Not working. I don't think you can just. Can you buy it at the end of the rental period like you can with most rentals?
Somebody asked that, but I don't. Not that I know of. Although it hasn't been said. It's a great question. Yeah. Yeah, I think the stream is just starting. There we go. Actually, they're up now. They're up now.
C player had a similar game to me. He did 2.2k damage, 2.3 blocked, and 2 kills in the 283. I had a Himmelsdorf game very similar to that. As I was telling you before we went on stream, I was last man standing in it, which is very unusual for me.
I mean, it is pretty strong.
Last man standing.
Look at the whole armor. It's 190. The turret's 250.
It's strong, yeah.
It's rounded stuff, so it's okay. Rate of fire, it's a 360 alpha. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It does have a 9-second load, so that's quite long for a medium.
It is. That is one thing that I found a bit disconcerting, because you've done your peek and poke and fire, and then you wanted to come out again, and I was edging to get out, but the timer was so slow going round. Slim, you can buy rentals after you've played the rental. I don't know, can you?
Let's compare it to the 430.
Yeah, the comparison would be the guard. I would suggest the guard or.
Well, that's an 8 though, so this is a 9.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I try to keep it the same tier there. Let's see. The other rear turreted tank might be, but they kind of changed it to not armored, so it's more like a TD, whatever 430 version 2, I think it is.
That's it. Yeah, the full version.
So what are we looking at? We got 360, 390 for the 430, less pen, a little longer reload, slightly less loading. What's the DPM? Roughly the same. derpier gun on the 430. -6 degrees, another degree of depression. Better armor than the 430. I don't know, what's its mobility? 50. It's pretty fast. It's fine. I mean,
yeah. It's good for the what do they call it? Side scraping, rear side scraping. So if you turn your turret all the way around the back and do it that way, it's quite handy because even the even the turret when it's facing that way is quite bouncy.
Mr. Stranger Danger, they are progressing actually. Not from my channel though, from watching the main channel. That's the campaign that matters, I think, right now is the jeez. Sorry, I just clicked on something and all my stuff went down to the bar down below. I don't know how I do that. There's some kind of weirdness I do. All right, cool. Where are we on the giveaway? We still going? Yep. All right, giveaway still going. Cool. So I think that's the. Let's go back and see if we have covered everything we wanted to cover, Pilgrim.
Yeah, I think we might not have done, but let's go and see.
Yeah. 360 days premium is the 12 days of Christmas that isn't the 12 days of Christmas offer. If you go to the store, go to Best. I don't know why it wouldn't be here in Holiday Ops. Don't ask me that. It's here under Best. So I'm not sure why you would buy. Oh, am I frozen? I think I'm frozen.
You are frozen.
Yeah.
And I've done the blue light.
Let's see if we can get this thing going back here. Delay. Interesting. There we go. All right, I'm back.
You are.
I am back. So 360. Why you would buy premium now, I don't know. It seems like you just buy boxes and get your premium. But if you just had a hankering
Maybe
for
gold.
360 days, then right, I guess because you can buy it for gold. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you just want to make sure you got plenty of time.
You'd see players just use the Frozen the film reference. Let it go. I'm not singing it.
What are we letting go?
Well, it's the song on the Frozen cartoon that the kids watch. I don't know because my granddaughters watch it, but it's a song. Let it go. So it's Frozen the film, Frozen Guido. Let it go. Anyway.
What did Pig do? Moderator Dark Scene on the
In my moderator,
drops have been reworked. Scroll down.
Reworked.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah.
The drop thing is just always chaos. It really is.
It's working for me. I must admit.
You know the last Twitch Prime package with the soccer commander? I never got the commander.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard people say things like that, like, oh, it didn't work for me, I never got it. This is the first time in, 2 years or whatever they've been doing this. I just don't have them. And it says I already got it, and there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's not lost anywhere, is it? It wouldn't be lost.
Well, it wasn't credited, so I don't see how I would get it credited. I think what they want you to do to try first, anyways, delink everything and relink. And to be honest, I can't be bothered.
That's a lot of messing about, isn't it? Just
yeah.
Commander.
Unused EU
Yeah, TL
account.
Wiz, I get that a lot. His WAP drops went to his NA account, and his WOWs drops went to the unused EA. Because I've got the same email on both accounts, I tend to get a mixture of. I don't know how it works it out. I tend to get drops coming in that I don't realise I was getting. It's quite weird. Because it's the same email, but it's EU and NA, so never the twain shall meet.
It's hard to keep track of all that stuff. You know what's...
Yeah.
This is a complete tangent. My son is home, and he wanted to use the VR headset. So he took it off my computer, put it on his. We're trying to set it up. Anyone who's used VR, what is the deal with Windows VR and Steam and trying to make your VR headsets work? My goodness, what an absolute... Is
it that bad?
It is a nightmare. Is it not
just to click a button?
No, it's just a nightmare. It really is. We eventually got there, but goodness gracious. All right, so we got a giveaway. Ready?
You.
A mug and 3 boxes. Off we go. The winner is... Stranger Danger.
There you go.
Nice. Nice. All right, my friend. Do I have your stuff? Probably. Don't see it. All right, so I sent you a whisper here. I need your in-game name and what kind of boxes.
And then I'll do the same.
Yeah, send him a whisper because for Pilgrim, it's going to need an address to go to. Or if you want to send it to me, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Any boxes. All right.
I can't see Stranger Danger in the list.
He was just talking. He was just talking, actually.
Oh.
He's there. 100%.
I can't see him in the list. Why can't I see?
All right, let's get you these boxes. Stranger Danger.
Oh, I'll tell you why I can't see.
Oh, it's MR. It's MR. Yeah. Oh, you're looking at the S's.
I'm looking at this Stranger Danger. It's Mr.
Awesome.
Stranger Danger in it.
Yeah. All right, and let me just make sure it's not the _1 because there's an _1. Nope. Mr. Stranger Danger, 3 boxes coming at you right now as our digital overlords decide whether that electronic currency is allowed to move through the ether. Good news, it was allowed to move through the ether.
Cool.
All right, I got the address.
Yeah,
I got it. I'll whisper it to you.
Cool.
So we can send it.
That's good.
Yep.
Right.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I got it.
Man, that's about all I got, Pilgrim. I think I'm spent. You got anything else for the people?
No, mate. I think we're done. We've had a good old session with Goose, haven't we?
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, I got it, Mr. Stranger.
Good.
I'll get that. It'll be going this week, but it'll probably because of the Christmas. Just to give you an idea, these things are produced in the United States. I'll order it from the States, so it should get to you before Christmas. Previously, I've had to send them to me all the way to the UK to send all the way back, which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to fire that address into the delivery site. So you should get it.
Q Pouch, thanks for all the bits, man. I missed a couple of them. Thank you so much. That's much appreciated. Everybody who came by and followed, got a lot of follows today, a bunch of resubs, so very much appreciated. Goose is gone, but again, shout out and thanks to Goose. Check out his stream if you haven't done so. You will not be sad. You will not be disappointed, I guess is the word. As always, to my partner in crime, Pilgrim, thank you for being here. You rock. Everybody else, thank you for coming. That is it from my side. You got any parting shots?
Well, listen, have a good week, and we'll see you next weekend, everybody, hopefully. And it's Pilgrim signing off from the correct side of the Atlantic.
Guido signing off from the left side of the Atlantic. We will see ya.